This episode of Nothing But Raiders podcast is sponsored by SeatGeek. SeatGeek is the #1 platform to browse, discover, and experience the best events in town, and all in the palm of your hand. From heart-pounding concerts that can make you dance to nail-biting sports games that can keep you on the edge of your seat, SeatGeek has it all. From exclusive deals and personalized recommendations tailored just for you. Use our promo code SRT and get $20 off your first purchase. So join the movement. SeatGeek. Get up, get out, and get tickets. What up, man? What up? What up? What up? What up? What up? We are in the building. Cheeto Lions, how you feeling tonight, man?
What's up, bro? I'm excited, bro. It's Victory Tuesday.
It is Victory Tuesday in the building. But what's going on, everybody? What is going on? It's your boy Darren and Cheeto Lions. And we'll see Chris from Protect the Show podcast come up here real soon. I don't know where he went. We did have a special guest in the building. Hopefully I can wait for him to come back. And I think he is literally right there, ladies and gentlemen. One of the up and coming content creators on YouTube. We already know Cheeto Linus is definitely solidified himself. Chris from the Protect the Show podcast is solidifying himself. But last but not least, man, we have Raider Solo in the building. What is going on, brother? Thank you for coming on. I mean, I know I reached out to you last minute, but it's all good. But how you feeling tonight, man?
I feel great, man. I appreciate you for having me on. What's up, Cheeto? Man, I'm a fan, been watching. Proud to be on the show, man.
Man, we're gonna talk about a lot. I'm waiting for Chris to get on here because I see his little post earlier about some things about these Raiders fans, you know. So definitely want to get into it, man. I definitely want to talk about it. Yeah, Chris, where you at? You always late to the party. Always late to the party, man. That's one thing about him. Hold up. Let me fix this light here. Having issues with my lighting for a little bit. I don't know why I have issues with lighting in this room and I have mad lights, but it's all good. But Anthony Estrada, what's going on? Katrina Blue, what's going on? Dominique 5, what's up? Dan R, Raven Baby, feel it good. Got real good home against Green Bay. It feels so good to finally have one on them. That is true. Sun Goddess, what's going on? What's going on? But yeah, of course, we're going to start with our Victory Monday as well. Of course, the Packers. We came into our Death Star. I'm surprised Cheeto Linus was not in the building for that game. I was kind of surprised that he wasn't in the building. But
for what? The game?
Yeah, because you like to be out there, man. You like to be out there, brother. So I mean, I'm trying to see what's up. Like, why you wasn't out there, especially for that game out of all games.
I couldn't, dog. I couldn't. I just couldn't this time. It adds up after a while.
See, I mean, you are going to be in Chicago and you are going to be in Miami, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
See, I see Miami might be a little different now because I might have some things as far as having a new place and having a new setup. So it's a possibility. It's a possibility at this moment. I got some things that had changed, but Victory Tuesday is here, baby. And how y'all feel about the game, man? Let me know. I mean, I know y'all didn't watch my play-by-play. Y'all see how I reacted. Y'all see it on my Instagram. Y'all see how I reacted. So I would love to hear your thoughts about the game. I'm gonna go with you, the Liners first. I'm gonna go with you, bro. I'd love to hear your thoughts, man.
Bro, it was ugly, but at the same time, because I love defense and I haven't seen us have one in a while, I was excited. Right. But that offense drives me absolutely insane, dude. Oh, my God. But I'm glad we finally pulled one off against Green Bay because we hadn't beat those fools since 87. So that was like lingering. But just to see, I don't know. I guess it was just different to finally see them play with some energy, with some heart, especially on the defensive side of the ball. That's where I came out of it. Like you saw these dudes out there hustling, doing their thing, especially after that the horse collar. And then they stopped these dudes from scoring a touchdown. Like that's when I felt the momentum change, and I was all excited. And I mean, I get it; they're the Packers, this, and that. But to see my boy Amik Robertson jump like fucking Superman, I love it.
And where's Chris at? Because did he say in preseason that he thought that Amik Robinson was going to get cut from the team? Yeah, Chris, where you at? Where you at?
Yeah, he did, bro. Oh my god!
Show he said it that Amik Robinson might be the odd man out in the cornerback room. Yeah, I got a bone to pick with. I got a bone to pick with Chris with a few things up, and you know, the comments is definitely coming in now. The comments are definitely so.
Oh, you didn't send him the link. I got it.
You usually do it.
I just got home, bro. I just got home. Mm-hmm.
See, that's the thing. If Chris would have told me, I would have been him the link. Chris, where you at, bro?
Come on,
you see it. I don't even have my Raider gear on. That's how I just got home.
see, Chris, you gotta blame Cheeto Liners because Cheeto Liners should like, oh, I'm just getting it. Can you send him the link? See the communication with my brothers. You see that?
Yeah, I got it.
That's crazy. Yeah, I'm ready for all the smoke with Chris. But Raider Solo, man, I know this is your first time being on the channel and stuff of that nature. But I love the content that you are putting out so far. So don't get me wrong, even though that my channel is what my channel is, right. I appreciate all Raider content creators that's putting in the work. But what is your thoughts of this game overall? What was your thoughts?
I was just proud to see us finally get some turnovers on defense. Like we've been waiting for so long for some turnovers because we've been hearing about it in training camp and just hearing about all these interceptions, and it finally happened. So I was happy to see the defense actually make those turnovers that we've been waiting for. But the offense, I'm still like kind of upset about the offense because Jimmy G's still throwing interceptions, and it's like we still kind of struggling with the run game. But I'm not gonna complain about a win. A W is a W, and I'm happy for it.
Yeah, and I'm not going to complain about it either. But in my opinion, I feel like we got to score more than 17 points, even though even though our defense is playing. It's like I said last time we did the podcast, everything is in reverse now. Now our defense is playing better. Our offense can't score, but last year or last couple of years, our offense can score, but our defense couldn't catch a cold. Like I just don't like. Just like the offensive line last year, Josh Jacobs was able to run all over with this offensive line. Now this offensive line can't run, and now they can't pass block at this point. So I just don't know why the reverse is happening. But to me, this game was a bit, I can say, bipolar-ish. And the man of the hour that Cheeto Lana did not do his job and send him the link, but he is here.
My bad. I just got home, bro.
Ladies and gentlemen, I duck no smoke. I duck no smoke, first of all. I duck no. See, hey, ladies and gentlemen, they ain't want me here. They ain't want me here.
No, we didn't. I wanted you here because I ain't want me here. Amik Robertson his credit because remember all that you talked about him in the preseason.
Oh, absolutely. Amik made a play. The thing about me, I give everybody props where it's due. Amik made a play. He made a hell of a play. He helped win the game. But let's not act like he got burnt. He didn't get burnt. If they were 15 yards, if they was 15 yards deeper, they score a touchdown because he got burnt. Let's keep it real now.
No, that's true too. That is true too. Agreed. But
Solo, what up? Cheeto, what up? Darian, what up, baby?
What's up, man? But I still got to talk about this too, though. Do you think that play would ever happen if Josh McDaniels just would have ran it on 4th and 1 to end the game?
I'm not gonna let you do that. I'm not gonna let you do that. I'm not gonna let you do that.
Yes, I'm gonna be completely honest.
He should have ran the ball.
And I'm gonna be honest with you, Chris, because Josh McDaniels up to that point was pretty aggressive calling plays at that point.
You're right.
And at that time, I understand the defense has been playing well, but Josh Jacobs was building momentum running the football on short yardage.
I agree. I wanted them to run the ball and go for it. However, we have the best long distance kicker in the game. I mean, we do.
That was uncharacteristic.
We do. That's uncharacteristic of, huh?
It wasn't his night last night.
Well, I mean, the first one got tipped.
First one got blocked. It got tipped.
Yeah. Well, you got to think about this too. Like, our offense hasn't been getting up the field to give him a chance to kick the ball. So he's been rusty because he hasn't been kicking the ball as much this year. So I think that's what played the fact in him missing those kicks.
I mean, I feel that.
The guy getting his hand on it.
I feel that, but my thing is like, I mean, we got to think, man. Like, our offensive line. I mean, we won, but our offensive line is still trash. I don't care what nobody say, especially in the middle. Yes. So, and then you got to think, Kenny Clark is a dog. Like, I know it's only 1 yard, and it's like, okay, it's easy to say go do it, but like, I'm not gonna lie, Parham was getting dogged quite a bit yesterday,
bad.
And James was getting beat too. So it's like, I don't know. Like, I ain't mad at it.
On those fourth downs that we did go for, they was good for a quarterback sneak, though.
No, true.
They was good for a quarter. You could have did another quarterback sneak with
Could have did that. You could have did that.
Just giving the ball to Josh Jacobs because we have been effective on fourth down.
No, I wanted that. I ain't gonna lie, I wanted that, but I understand the kick though.
Dude,
like
I get
I'm not doing that kick with Janikowski. No, I'm not. No. I mean, no. And it's no slight to him, but I'm just saying, like Carlson is money. You know what I'm saying? He's money.
Yeah.
Like Janikowski got the leg, but his ball could go anywhere. But you know, usually when Carlson's kicking, that's as good as 3. That's Steph Curry out there.
That's true. That's
right.
True.
So you know what I'm saying? That's why I ain't mad. But I get why y'all are mad though. I get why y'all are mad.
The damn clocking in the game since our offense play okay. Offense was okay. Now, if you had to grade our offense last night, what would you give it?
It's probably a D plus. D plus. and the only reason I say that is like because there were certain parts where I'm like, okay, the old Josh McDaniels is back. Like, got Mayer involved, and honestly, if Jimmy would have hit Mayer on that one in stride, Mayer would have got ghost. Bro. Yeah, so there's a few of them, man. And I like we got Trey, you know, but it's like we do stuff, but we don't come back to it. So like we just
stop it.
Yeah, like I liked what we were doing for a while, but I don't know, man. I say D plus.
I'm gonna say D minus. I'm gonna say D minus just because of the opportunities that was missed on third down. Every time we got a third down and short, or third down and 5, or third down and 6, we got a sack. We ended up getting sacked.
That old line was.
Even with Thayer Mumford there after Illuminor got hurt, I'm surprised.
He got hurt.
He started the game and again he got hurt.
Oh, I thought he got benched.
I thought he got benched.
No,
yeah, I think he got benched.
I thought from what I was hearing in the chat on my live stream that he got hurt and then Mumford came in. That's what I didn't see it there. I thought.
Yeah, I think he did because the last play. His last play he got in, didn't he give up a sack? I think he gave up a sack.
Yeah,
and then we ain't seen him since.
Yeah, I'm giving the offense a D minus because I feel like Josh Jacobs had to fight for every 69 yards that he had. Every 69 yards. His longest was what, 26 out of the whole thing. So I just feel like this offensive line is really hindering how the offense could be for real.
Honestly, man. I'll go ahead. My bad.
Oh, no, you good.
No, because I was about to say, I think that I almost would want to put Illuminar at right guard.
At the guard position?
Yeah. I mean, because he was good at guard before. And honestly, he's built to be a guard. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I think putting him at right tackle was kind of a stretch, but his body composition is a guard. I
So
think.
you put at right tackle then if you put him.
No,
at right
I'll just rock. Mumford, he did serviceable. I mean, he's not
Right.
a beast by any means, but he did serviceable.
So you'll take Greg Van Roten out. Put
Yeah,
Aluma
and I
right
and I was
guard,
okay.
Mumford
Yeah, and I like
right tackle.
and I like Greg too. But
Is for me, I think it's coaching at this point.
No.
Even though your players got to go out and execute, but I just feel like, what are you doing during the week where Josh Jacobs can't get nothing? Like
That's
it's
my thing.
look at it is point of attack. I thought if you look at the film and you look at the all 22, which is already out, by the way, if you look at the point of attack, the way they fire off the ball, as a head coach, I'll be livid for that. I'll be livid.
But who's to say they're not at practice? That's my whole thing. You can only tell someone so many times how to do something and how to do it, and they still will go out there and do the same stupid shit.
I'm not giving
I'm cutting everybody and bringing a whole new offensive line. Screw that. Right. If you don't want to
get, it sounds good, but this ain't Madden.
No. Which I have done it.
In Madden?
No, as a former offensive coordinator, I have.
Yeah, but that's different.
And that's why you sit with us right now. That's why you sit with us, because you done cut the whole offensive line, and then they done got 0 yards the next game.
Absolutely not. We actually won we went and lost in the championship game after I did that.
After a sack.
You cut all these fools. Who are you getting? There's nothing but garbage left out.
It's called
trash.
If that's
trash.
Well, as a head coach, you have to evaluate your players outside of your first string.
That was the preseason.
Exactly.
We're not at that point anymore. We're in the fucking the fact that they didn't look into it and upgrade that part, I'm with you. But they all thought, since we were so good last year on the O-line, we're good next year.
But that's what I'm saying. So it's not like honestly, we can't sit here and act like we can't act like the offensive line coach forgot how to coach, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like
what other explanation is it?
It's execution. It's because it's not like they're teaching them anything new. It's you just got to do it. They know what to do. You just got to do it.
There's also game plan.
Why keep starting them? Why keep starting them after 5 weeks if they still keep doing the same shit for the last weeks? Then
I agree.
Trash.
No, I agree. Our O line, we don't got depth. I mean, you got to remember.
But
I mean, the fact that we had your uncle on the team for so long, and the only way we got rid of him is because he got hurt.
And you know what's funny about that? We was better with him last year than with the offensive line we had this year.
Right? Isn't that wild?
No. Your uncle didn't even play. Your uncle didn't play last year.
But even the year before that, Josh Jacobs still had good yards. If you look at the offensive line in general, we didn't have Greg Van Roten last year, did we? Who was that right guard? Who was that right tackle last year?
We'll say it was Illuminor, and then it was Bars. Bars.
Yeah, Alex Bars.
Rid of Alex Bars for.
But let's not act like Bars is fire though.
We're not saying Bars is fire, but he had better continuity than what he had with Greg Van Roten though. He has better continuity with the offensive line.
But you do have to blame the coaches with the O-line when it comes to not making adjustments or giving more protection, like the San Diego game against the Chargers. No fucking way should you just be letting one dude block Mac when he's going off on you like that.
Oh yeah, no, I agree there.
You know what I mean? Like at that point, that ain't execution anymore.
That's game plan. No, I agree there. I agree.
Like those are the parts that get me fucking upset. Those ones right there. Yeah.
Like what pisses me off is not piss me off, but I mean, I was glad we actually got some screens.
Right.
Like my thing is like, you know what I'm saying? Like use that aggressiveness against them, man.
Right.
I mean, I don't want to keep bringing the negative things out of this win, but I just feel like offensively, something has to give to get more firepower to get more points on the board. Yes, we won the game, but we can't keep winning games with 17 or less points. We just can't be doing that. That's why we're not really talking about our defense, because our defense has been doing the job for the last 5 weeks of the second half. I'm gonna be completely honest. Our offense been on the field. To a point where it's 3 and outs, and our defense has given the ball back, and our defense has nothing to show for it. I mean, our offense had nothing to show for it.
Yeah.
No,
That
I
part
agree.
It's no
sucks.
deep ball. It's no deep ball threat. That's what's going on. It's everybody's playing up tight because they know we don't have a deep ball. It's nobody that can spread the field and go down deep. It's always a closed, tight game. Come in,
But
stop Jacobs, play tight, and that's
true.
the reason why.
Even
Go
if
ahead.
the deep ball is there, he doesn't have time to throw that shit.
That's another.
I
You're
saw
right.
like 2 or 3 plays yesterday, like 2 or 3 more seconds, and one was Myers, the other one was Renfro. They were open, but by that time, Jimmy was already.
Oh, he's on his ass. Yeah,
on
like
his ass or
and the thing,
Oh,
and the thing is
the
like,
offensive. Go ahead.
no, I'm saying because the thing is like with a quarterback like Jimmy G and Carr's kind of the same way. It's like if you get pressure on him early, then you speed up that mental clock. And Jimmy, even when Jimmy did have time, he had them happy feet because he's like, "Fuck, I gotta get rid of this ball because somebody's on my ass." So you know what I'm saying.
But there's been times where Devontae Adams was open deep down the field, and he looked to Jacoby Myers with between 3 defenders. You know what I'm saying? So even with that pressure, like I mean. You got to. For me, I feel like you got to get Devontae Adams going early to get him started. Even though he got started pretty late, but you got to get him open with like put him in some screens. You got to make. Okay, so how can I say this? As an offensive coordinator, you kept everything. Defense kept everything in front of them. But it's time to run a double move or run some drags where like they could cross, but one could look like they're running a route, but they could be blocking to get somebody open. You got to find a ways to get receivers open and be creative on the offensive side of the ball. Or if your offensive line can't pass block and you can't do 7-yard drops or 5-yard drops, run some RPOs. What the hell?
They did do that though. If you think about it, when we got that
RPO
touchdown with Myers,
An RPO? When?
No, but they ran screens. They ran screens with Adams.
Yeah,
they
they
did short ones to Adams.
RPO.
The screen game was on point.
You got to get Jimmy Garoppolo's ball out of his hands quicker if you know your offensive line can't block.
Yeah, I don't know about RPO with Jimmy.
Yeah, that's what I was
like. I mean, you got to find a way to sell it for Josh Jacobs
but that's the thing, though. It's like none of that matters if they don't respect that we're going to run it and do something with that run. That's a problem. They don't. We don't do enough to let them be like, okay, they really might give the ball to Jacobs. Like, there's no threat.
You know why there's no threat? Because if you look at the game last night, it was obvious formations that showed that we were running the football.
Right.
That's the problem. We don't spread our defense. When we run the football, we are bunched. We do not spread the defense out when we run the football. Everything is I formation or split, not split back, but single formation. And it's always like 3 tight ends to the left, or it's always stacked to the left or stacked to the right. You never seen it where you have a 4 wide receiver set or you have a 5 wide receiver set or with a running back in the backfield that spreads the defense out and then run. You know
why?
Jacobs.
I don't know.
You know why?
I don't
you know why? What happens when you don't have an extra person to help block? What happens to our O-line?
No, I'm saying running the football.
No, I get it. Running the football. What happens to our O-line? Those dudes get fucking blasted back into the backfield when they don't.
They
have
need help.
They
need help.
They need help. I get
they need tight ends. They need tight ends.
O-line can handle those front 4, and our O-line can't handle the front 4 right now. Any front 4 is coming at us.
So to counter that, I mean, you could do some wide receiver crack blocks too to come down.
Nope, we'll get flagged.
On a crack block, you don't get what?
Dog, did you not see last game? We got
what I miss? Because I see few receivers in the NFL this past week get crack blocks on sweeps.
You don't remember Jacoby Myers? Yeah, not the Raiders. We get called for that.
I mean, so you got to be creative at this point. You got to do some fake sweeps to Josh Jacobs or a fake or get a fake end around from Trey Tucker. You got to be creative at this point to get more.
You saw how that end around worked, right?
I love that. That was beautiful.
Yeah, but we only used it twice. You only used it twice out of how? Let me see how many plays that we ran yesterday. Because I
tried it again with DeAndre Carter, but that one got sniffed out.
So we had 64 total plays, and we only had 2 jet sweeps out of 64 total plays.
Yeah, one with the Carter, one with the Tucker.
Tucker and DeAndre Carter. That was the only 2 jet sweeps that we had out of the whole game. We had 64 total plays last night. with 19 first downs. And the fact that we won the game of 5 of 13 on third down. We won the game like that.
That was huge, bro. The missing on those third downs, that's so bad.
5 of 13, but Green Bay was 4 of 12. They was no better.
Because we got a defense. We got a defense now.
We didn't give up. Oh, go ahead, my bad.
We was an evenly matched team on paper. Like our defense was like neck and neck.
Both bad.
Their offense was like ranked number 10. So they should have won that game last night, but the defense really showed up. Patrick Graham making adjustments, man, and I'm proud. I'm really proud to see Patrick Graham taking that step, man. Now I'm not, like I said, I'm not saying he's doing the best, but he's actually taking the steps to make us better on defense. So
one thing I'm gonna say about Patrick Graham: stop making Marcus Peters do a soft zone. Stop it.
Now that I don't get that.
I hate when he plays like 10 yards back because you can run a 5 and out, and that's it. Like you can run like a 7-yard out, and he can still like catch the football. Like, don't I understand if you have it in a situation where you're 3rd and 12 and you want to keep everything in front of you, you want to have him 10 yards back. I'm cool off that, but don't put him 10 yards back on a 3rd and 3. You see what I'm saying? Like that just doesn't make any sense in that situation. But defensively, I gotta give the respect, man. Robert Spillane came to play, even though the second interception was off of Marcus Peters on that play, but still, he was still in the area to go get it. And I didn't know Amik Robinson gets up that high. Number one, if you see,
you ain't know,
I didn't know he had a bounce like that.
Oh, he got bunnies.
Yeah, I remember that.
He got bunnies. No, I remember when we drafted him.
Impressive about the interceptions that even though that he got burnt, he still came back and recovered. That's what made me like it, because the fact that he came back and recovered and still stayed hit.
Don't give him that much credit for that, though.
Why not?
Because he ran out of field. I mean, the receiver ran out of field. No, real talk. If they were 20 yards, if they were 20 yards deeper, he's not able to catch up. But all I'm saying is, since he got caught in the end zone, dude had to stop. It's a great play. But I'm just saying, let's call it. It is what it is, though.
The ball was underthrown too, so I mean,
because he had to.
It was a bad throw, but at the same time,
remember?
For him to go out there, turn around.
No, that was fire. That was fire. Found the ball there.
I just thought it was a good play make. That's for me. I just thought it was a good play.
Amazing play. Yeah.
I have to give him his respect, because a lot of people put backlash on Amik Robinson, not just you, Chris.
Hold on, wait, man. Hey, man, y'all wild though. I'm just saying, y'all wild. Y'all act like I was the only one. We could pull the files. Because you ain't want him on the squad either. We could pull the files.
We could pull the files. I said that he would make the squad. I said it.
I'm the only one that didn't want him on the team. I'm the only one.
Yeah, at that time it was just us three being on the show. I said I doubt if he'll be the odd man out. I said
where Queen V at? Queen V in the building. Hey man, I need some.
Don't have Queen V come up here. You got a woman coming to protect the shield.
Queen V got me. Queen V got me. But Myra G got me.
But one thing we can say about this defense. How about the front seven? How about that front four? I'm not gonna lie. AJ Dillon was running the ball, but he wasn't running the ball like he usually do. Malcolm Kuntz is definitely showing up every week now.
Okay, all right, hold on. Now, I'm the one that like Malcolm Kuntz. I don't think Darian wanted him to make the squad.
No, that's
he did. He liked them.
No. I was a big fan of Malcolm Kuntz. Ever since he came out the draft, I was a big fan of Malcolm Kuntz.
All right. I'm just
first of all, is he even okay? What's going on with him? Is he good?
He came back in. I think he came back in.
He got back in. He had like a niece. Like I think they bumped knees with somebody, but he able to get back in the game. But ready to run down.
Thank you, rundown. Run down with me.
He should have made it 53, but he was wrong. I do not care. At least he showed accountability, Chris.
No, hey, I said it, but I said it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all be killing me, man. Hey, at least I stand by it. Hey, I love he made a play.
Only reason I get on Chris because he loved Michigan. That's why I get on Chris.
Oh yeah. We're gonna win the national championship. You heard it here.
The national fraudship. That's what I'm gonna say. National fraud.
Who gonna beat us? Who gonna beat y'all? Yeah.
There's a few teams that could beat y'all.
Oh, not Tennessee.
Child, please.
Crickets.
Y'all had not played nobody.
Crickets.
You had not played nobody.
All
Who
right.
had y'all played that was a ranked top 25?
It don't matter. We just play who's ahead of us.
Y'all playing y'all
We
right
play
now,
who's ahead of us.
Solo. They playing a bunch of AARP teams.
I can't say too much. I'm a Clemson fan, so I can't say too much.
Man.
Listen, Solo, I can say this though. That conference, the ACC is better than the Big Ten.
It is.
What? I can say that.
Crazy? Are you out of your mind?
Florida State is better than Michigan right now. You're
Who?
Florida State is better than Michigan right now.
Florida
yeah, I
State
can
is
agree.
a conference all by
You've
themselves.
been smoking on that Chandler Jones.
Absolutely.
If I see a video with your shirt off in front of the mirror, like then you on that Chandler Jones pack. You've been smoking that,
bro. When the last time Michigan had competed?
Don't worry about the last time.
When was the last time Michigan
The last 2 years,
national championship game?
the last 2 years we've been in the playoffs.
And got blown out the last 2 years by like 50 plus points.
But y'all was watching us, though. Y'all was watching us.
Like this.
Yeah, y'all was watching us. So you had your little pizza, your little beers. You know what I'm saying? Your little nachos. Watching us though.
Until you actually win a game in a playoff, then we can talk.
Bro,
How about you make a playoff before you bring
y'all?
it
Yeah, your arms ain't long enough to box with a giant, baby.
Leo, you don't want to talk either because you know the game looking like shit the last 2 weeks.
Hey, but we've made a playoff though. We made a playoff.
Listen, for Hidden Hooker, we would have been in the playoff last year. He tore his ACL. We would have been in the playoff last year.
Coulda, shoulda.
Last year. Hidden Hooker was better than both of y'all quarterbacks last year. Let's talk about it.
Okay.
Y'all quarterbacks don't even touch Heisman's. Okay, y'all don't.
Hold on. But we had a Heisman candidate running back that got hurt. Okay. Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
What do you mean? Wow. He was like
Wow.
He was leading the nation in rushing. What are we talking about?
Oh, boys, wow.
Anybody can lead the nation in rushing in college football. We all know that.
Tennessee don't got one. Okay, let's get back to the Raiders. Tennessee don't.
Tell me a successful Michigan running back right now. Tell me a successful one that's in the NFL.
Tyrone Wheatley.
Yeah, but we talk about Alvin Kamara.
but-
Let's make the comparison there. Come on.
I mean, Kamara. That's an Alabama boy. But let's go, man. Let's get back. This is called nothing but Raiders, man.
What are you talking about? Come on, Tennessee.
I mean, first of all, let's keep it real. Arguably, we have the GOAT on quarterback. We have the offensive GOAT and the defensive GOAT.
He wasn't the GOAT in Michigan because that's
It don't matter.
on the show. You said on the show he wasn't the GOAT in Michigan.
Don't be using my words
you
against
did.
me.
You said
Don't be
he
using
was
my words
mediocre.
against me.
You said he was mediocre.
He was mediocre. He
Yeah,
was.
so don't call him the GOAT now because he's not a GOAT at Michigan.
Hey, it go with my narrative. So I had to rock
I like it though. But how do y'all feel about Jimmy G stats? Right, 22 of 31, 208, a TD, and the touchdown. Even though with his completion percentage, well, his QBR is really bad this year, but he had a 71% completion percentage, QBR of 35.7. I'm not really a big fan of it. And Chris, I know you was about to cuss out when you saw the inactives I sent you yesterday, like why Aiden O'Connell was not suited up.
I ain't like that at all. I don't like that at all.
His performance overall in this game. How y'all feel about his performance?
Look, man, all I know is that when it comes to Jimmy G, we got to get out of this mindset that he's like our Mahomes.
Yeah, he's not
31 attempts, completed 22. All right. What I need him to stop fucking doing is turning the ball over.
Right. If he ain't turn the
That's
ball over,
what
I'm
I
not
need him
mad.
to do. Yeah. He's not here to be the leader and fucking and take us down and we're gonna ride his shoulders. That's not why Jacobs, Adams getting the ball in their hands, yes. But Jimmy G's not gonna be like, come on, boys, I got you. Like he's fucking Mahomes or he's fucking one of these other dudes out there. Like that's not Jimmy. That's not gonna happen. The minute we let that shit go out of our mind, then we're gonna realize like Jimmy's here as a fucking managing the shit, running McDaniel shit, and that's it. What else is he gonna do?
I just feel like if with Jimmy G is this, and I'm gonna be completely honest. I'm going back and saying like I said earlier, you gotta get the ball out of his hands a little bit quicker. You can't have him go in this 5 and 7 step drops. You just can't. If you look at his film when he was in San Francisco, got the ball out quickly, quick slants, wide receiver screens, let them get their yards after the catch. We have the ability at the receiver position to get this ball out the hands. Understand that you want to go deep. Understand you want to throw the ball a little bit deeper or stuff like that. But I feel like you got to get the ball
But y'all
out the
said
hands a
we
little
don't do
deeper.
that though. Y'all say all we do is dink and dunk, man. I mean, let's keep our argument together, man.
Rather than
Honestly,
no, people had an issue with dink and dunk because of Derek Carr doing a dink and dunk. That's what.
Oh, they mad now. They mad now.
I was getting to that, which they are mad.
All right, my bad.
now.
I'm on one today. My bad. Let me.
Are you drinking the whiskey
No,
already?
I feel you.
Yeah.
Of course, man. It's almost done, man.
I need some of that.
So with me, they're arguing about it at the same time, but I like it. Me personally, I never had an issue with the dink and dunk because it definitely opens up if you need to go get the deep ball. But we still got to have a effective running game. But at the same time, like wide receiver screens, where's the halfback screens in this situation too?
Yeah, I would have liked to see more of those. I would have liked to see more halfback screens.
I mean, like
I know one thing Solo got though, because we talked in the chat, and so I feel you though. Like I want to see us to be more creative. But I'm tired of this flea flicker, bro.
Oh my God! When you saw that
stop?
shit, I'm like, "What are you doing?"
When will it stop?
When will it stop, bro?
Bro, I wanted to throw my.
That's one of the plays you should do once. You should do like once every 7 games. We do it once a game.
You know why they did
sometimes
that?
Twice.
The Lions, I think the other thing was the Lions and another team did the same exact play on Sunday and they scored for a touchdown.
The Niners did it.
Yeah, Niners and Lions did the same exact play and scored. That's why Josh McDaniels did this shit, just to think that he could do it too.
Oh no, that's not it. That's just in his repertoire. You know what I'm saying? That's just it. You like that word?
Hey, but
no,
to
but
answer your question, I think Jimmy actually played decent. The pick, you know, that was inexcusable. But if Jimmy had an actual run game from Josh Jacobs and an actual
he'll be all right
in the run, he would be a lot better than what y'all see. I think it's just the problem is he can't use his play action as well because we're not getting.
They don't respect it. They don't respect it. Right.
Exactly. So that's what's making his job much harder. So until we get that offensive line together and that run game going, Jimmy gonna struggle, man. So,
yes, Randy, I understand that we won the football game, but I feel like as Raiders fans, we have a right to criticize our offense.
You do, but we still gotta focus on what we did good, though. Shit.
I'm with you, Randy. I'm with you.
Which I would listen. We did win the game. A win is a win at the end of the day. But we're used to seeing a Las Vegas Raiders offense score more than 20 plus points. We're used to that. With a bad defense. Now it's a good defense and we can't score 20 points. That kind of concerns me. And I have a right to, as a fan, to be concerned about our offense, even though we win or not.
So would you be more satisfied if we scored 23 points?
Yes.
Okay, well, we missed 2 field goals. So calm down.
But we had not scored 20 points at all this year.
I'm just saying.
But
like,
what if we was actually playing a high-powered offense? What we gonna do then? You know what I'm saying? We played a team that was mediocre on offense, basically, and
I agree.
What if we played a team that can actually score?
Yeah, like when we played Detroit,
like the Bills,
like well, Detroit's coming up, right, in a couple weeks.
Yeah,
right.
When we play them,
I think we're gonna beat them. You heard it here. You heard it here.
I'm with you.
I don't see it.
I think we're gonna beat them, and I'm a bet on it too.
Right, I'm with you. Double it, dog. Me and you on top.
Yeah,
I would love to see that happen in Detroit, but I think in this stretch for me, I think we'll win the games like the Bears. I think we will beat.
We'll win them.
We'll win that. I just feel like Detroit is on this movement right now that they have a lot of confidence. And if we can win Patriots and Bears and go into that Detroit game with that confidence, I want to beat the Patriots convincingly like the Saints did and the other team did last week. I forgot who the other team was. If we can beat them convincingly and beat the Bears convincingly, I'll be confident going into the Detroit game.
But that's what I'm saying. You're right. So it's all about confidence. Like when you really feeling yourself, like then especially as a play caller, you know what I'm saying? You don't mind dialing up certain things, but right now, I really don't think that, you know, and again, it's his fault because it's his guy, but I don't think McDaniels has ultimate trust in Jimmy. And again, that's his fault because that's his guy. But they got to get to that point. And I think a couple more games, we might be able to make it happen. We might not. I don't know. But to me, it starts with the offensive line, man.
The trenches, bro.
And that's why I feel like that's only because, like, even though that we have not scored 20 points, I feel like if our offensive line is more protected, if we could protect and open up holes and get these wide receivers involved, everything starts in the trenches. That's how everything flows. It's from your trenches. So if we can get that offensive line going and have that engine rolling, I can see us score more than 20 points. But as of right now, I'm not confident in the offensive line. I'm just not.
No, I agree. I'm with you there.
That's our weakest spot on the offense is our fucking offensive line.
It is.
Yeah.
And I think that's our weakest link. And you know, usually our weakest link is the defensive line, but the defensive line looked pretty impressive last night. I'm not gonna lie. They did
all right. They did.
About 100 yards on AJ Dillon. AJ Dillon had to earn every goddamn yard that he had.
Yeah, they was hitting him.
I'm not going to discredit the defensive line on that side because, I mean, John Jenkins looked good last night.
They're playing with confidence. That defense.
Oh, John Jenkins. Yeah, honestly, to me, Jenkins is probably the only guy in the middle that does anything. Honestly, but the thing is, he's not an every down guy. So, you know, Bilal Nichols, he had a play. I was surprised.
He had a play.
Yeah, he had a play. I'm trying to think who else was in that rotation. I think Adam Butler. I remember seeing him.
Yeah, Adam Butler was in that rotation too.
What's his name had a big play? Isaac Rochelle. I know you like him, D.
Yeah, I like him.
Yeah, I know
like
you like
Rochelle.
him.
I like Rochelle.
Yeah.
Rochelle's cool. I like Rochelle.
I like him. And you know what? What's his name? Tyler Hall that came in off the practice squad played really well. As far
he always does. I've always
does.
thought. Yeah, I've always been a fan of him. He got hurt, right?
Yeah, he's the one that ended up getting hurt.
Yeah.
And yeah,
I seen him leaving off the field.
Yeah.
That's the biggest problem. We didn't spend no money on the offensive line in this situation at all. We didn't.
No, because they thought it was good. They were basing it off last year's.
Well, shit, we already. I mean, if you think about it, Andre James is one of the highest paid centers somehow. And then Colton.
Shut up. Is he really?
Yeah.
Gruden.
Yeah, Gruden made him. Gruden gave him a bag.
Wow.
Gruden gave him a bag. And y'all the one that want Gruden back.
Not me.
I don't want Gruden back. I don't want that 1998.
I know, man. I know. I just feel like it's me versus everyone. So I'm saying y'all.
I don't want Gruden back. Absolutely not.
I don't want Gruden back. No, he had his time.
His old ways of that 1998 blowing the cartridge Sega Genesis offense.
Yeah, no.
No, I don't want. If we ever
even that fucking offense scored more than this one though. Jesus.
It did.
Even that fucking offense scored more than this one. But those guys could block. Those guys could fucking block. We had some big dudes up front. Yeah.
Actually, I'm looking at it. Maybe he don't make the most anymore. Did he restructure?
I didn't think so, bro.
Nah, he made something. Nah, he made a lot though, man.
I'm sure Ziegler restructured the shit out of that one.
Yeah, he may have. No, because but this was Gruden days, so this was like 3 years ago though.
Oh, okay. It might have been when Gruden was here.
Yeah, because he got a bag.
But not with this.
So the question was, has y'all seen a video by a fan McDaniels walking up to the locker room, not even smiling and celebrating, where you can see the staff member hyping him up and not even made him smile? I don't know nothing about that. I don't really care about that. I mean, I saw the inside the locker room when he did talk to the team. I did see that. I really don't care. I mean, it's caught on 4K, but hey, I don't care.
What did you think about the one where he was talking to the team, though?
Who?
McDaniel.
I thought it was okay.
Oh, you talking about in the locker room?
Yeah, like afterwards.
I thought it was okay.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, it was cool.
It sounded like the same old talk when they
see. Like I'm the wrong one to ask, man. So
you know what I noticed?
I wasn't mad, man.
You don't know Chris is
nah. I'm just saying, like I just don't hate him as much as y'all do.
No. This
No,
is
Chris-
not me hating on him.
Chris, Josh McDaniels is the uncle, is the white uncle of Chris. That's your uncle, bro.
That's
bro.
what it is.
Raisins in the potato salad, bro. Like,
Oh, come on, man.
Your last name's McDaniels, dog. Your last
Oh
name's
man,
McDaniels.
nah,
You know
I
what?
just don't hate him like y'all. That's all.
Bell. Chris McDaniels rings a bell. It
I
does.
just don't hate him, man. That's it, man. I mean,
Maybe he
I'm
can.
not his biggest fan. My thing is I'm tired of changing coaches every
No.
2
I'm not
years.
talking
That's my biggest. It's not even like
No.
I like him all that much, man. I'm just tired, man.
The only reason I brought it up because you see it. Normally, you see the team, the vibe, hype with the coach when they're celebrating. That shit felt kind of awkward. Like the team was like, "Yeah, all right, dude, get the fuck out of here." Like, yeah, like it just got like that type of vibe, type of it. So you know what I mean? It was like,
we appreciate your services, but fuck out of here. Let me be the coach.
But then again, that's McDaniels because I've always said he's like that nerd who knows how to, right? But he doesn't know how to vibe with the rest of the team. Like that's what he's always reminded me of. Like he's not a people person.
Josh McDaniels just
I
reminds
agree.
me-
I do agree.
He remind me of a grandfather that's just trying to get rhythm for with the rest of the people.
Like the Raiders just
Rhythm.
won, and Grandpa came in and was like, "Yeah, guys, we won." And me and my nephew looked at
He'll
him
come in like, "Yeah, I'm in the house." That's Josh McDaniels.
Like
Yeah,
that.
what's up, my bros? What's going on? Like,
Or
you know,
I watched the Lions coach in the locker room when they went.
Nah, he legit. He's
He be
legit.
hyped.
Yeah,
He's
there you
legit.
go. That's
He's
what I'm
legit.
talking
he's
about.
straight out of Compton. Like, what's
Yeah.
up? I'm
Right,
right,
yeah.
yeah. Somebody right there.
He could pump a team up, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
then that's not McDaniels' thing, though.
oh
Like,
no,
I
no.
know.
Josh McDaniels is one of them guys that's like,
Good job,
Like-
guys.
yeah, like he like bought like a gangster rap album and like walks in the bathroom just to, you know what I'm saying?
Do you remember the movie Any Given Sunday? Do you
Yeah.
remember that movie? Remember when he was on the plane and he was trying to talk to Willie Beeman, talking about I'm making
Yeah.
a tape?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's what he reminded me of right there in that moment.
right.
Oh, man.
Like that. Oh my god.
Josh McDaniels.
I could have sworn some of y'all said he wasn't losing the locker room and the morale was all good.
I don't think he's losing the locker room. I don't.
I
She talking about
They're
me.
still playing. No, and
That's what I'm saying. Oh, did
on
you?
your post. Yeah,
Everything
okay.
is cool when you win a game.
exactly.
just telling
Winning cures everything.
Everything is cool when you win
All
a
you gotta
game.
do is
When
win
you
football
lose
games.
it,
All you
Yeah,
gotta do is win
14.
football games.
Now he's 8-14 in the 2
There you
years
go.
that he's here. He's 8-14.
And
Let's change that around McDaniels, and I can
And now
see.
he's 3-6 on primetime games, right? He was 2-6 before. So now he's
Now
3-6.
that said, I didn't know. I had no clue about that.
Yeah.
Oh, he said Brad on Malibu's most wanted. Wow.
Not
Brad.
Come on, Myra. Not Brad.
Oh,
You're going too
dog.
far, Myra. You're going too far.
Come on,
Step
man.
it up, though. The office do got to step it up.
They
I
do.
mean,
They gotta
For
wake the
real.
fuck up.
It's
You know,
like-
that's a fact. That's a
if it's
fact.
something positive to report, we can report it. But it's like it's just the same old 17, 16, 18 points. It's like I want to
They
see 30, man.
spend way too much money on this.
But the
offense.
thing, is, though, is like, but you got okay. Like, so you guys just think the offense is what it is. Like, you don't think at some point it's going to just click.
Because of
like-
you, I
like,
keep waiting for that moment.
I think it will. to me, it's like the defense. I was always worried about the defense, man. The
And
fact
that's
that the
not what we
defense is
have to
playing,
win.
like, I'm thinking sooner or later it's going to click, man.
That's
I mean,
what I'm
I feel like this whole offseason that we swept the defense under the rug. Like we kind of like swept it under the rug. We swept the offense under the rug. Like, okay, the offense is going to be fine. We just focus on the defense.
Right, that's what we did.
So
all-
now it's
We
like
did.
I said multiple times on this podcast, everything is in reverse at this point.
It is at this point. Bro.
So
Wow.
So do y'all think it's a wrap then? Y'all think it's a wrap?
No, I don't think it's
No,
a wrap.
no, I don't think it's a
I
wrap.
feel like it's like the game of Uno.
I'm just saying, wait until we play legit teams to judge this team. Like that's what I'm saying. Don't judge this team based off a team who was 31st in rushing yards. You know what I'm saying? Like let's not
agree.
give this team. I'm not negative now. I'm just saying. Let's
No, I
judge
get
this
it.
Team based off of playing against legit teams. Like let's see what's up with the Lions. When we play the Lions, then we'll see what's going on.
Y'all let us know.
Well, what about even with the Bears? I mean, I know they do, but Fields, if he gets hot like he did on Thursday.
But that's the thing. This is the NFL, man. Anybody can play
Nah.
good any day though,
You
man.
are what your record says you are.
Nah,
You are.
Nah.
I'm telling you.
Did y'all
We
see the
was-
Bears the other day?
I remember Houston beat
But,
Kansas City
but
last week.
let's
Everybody
be
was like,
realistic
what
about the Bears on Thursday night, Chris. That
They look
Commanders,
good.
that Commanders defense is not. That Commanders defense used to be top 10. They're not even top 20 right now.
That front
Right.
four, nice though. That front
It's
four,
nice,
nice.
But that Bears offensive line kind of dominated. Only person that did something was Sweat and Young. Everybody else could do nothing.
Right.
What's his name? In the middle, what's the big boy?
With Deron Payne was
Deron
not.
Payne.
He was all right. He was all right.
But I know, but my thing is, it's like you just never know on any given day, man. Like any given day, you just never know who's gonna show up. That's
Right.
all. Like for instance, even the Cardinals. If you watch the Cardinals, sometimes them Cardinals be looking all right. Like Josh Dobbs be dotting.
Yeah.
He don't know. Actually, not. Let me not say that. But
you
anyway,
never know.
but
Look
yeah,
at Atlanta. Atlanta
Quarterback, but okay.
bro. That's wild. You never know.
Oh, that is your quarterback. I forgot.
He was our Tennessee quarterback, but okay.
Whatever,
He's
bro.
all right.
Whatever, man. He all right.
He all right. I agree with you. He all right. I'm surprised he was in the NFL the way he played at Tennessee, but that's another story for another time. Listen, I could criticize the hell out of Tennessee. I could do it. I could do it as many times that we disappointed me, but I mean,
Y'all was good. Y'all was good with Lane Kiffin.
Why y'all gotta bring up Lane Kiffin?
Because I'm tired
Without you bringing up Lane Kiffin.
I like them. I like everybody y'all don't like. How about that?
You like the toxic coaches.
I like everybody y'all don't like.
You like the toxic coaches. Toxic.
Yeah, bring back Herm Edwards. How about that?
Oh my God!
Those my type dudes. Them my type coaches. Rex Ryan, Herm Edwards. That's
You know
what I
what?
want.
I'll take a Rex Ryan and a Herm
I like
Edwards.
Herm Edwards and Rex Ryan.
Yeah, I like
Marty
Bill.
Schottenheimer? Did you like Marty Schottenheimer?
It'd be hard to like him just because he was a Charger,
bro.
but
He was
did his
hard
thing.
nosing a little bit though.
Yeah, but
Hard nose.
I like. I don't know.
So
I
how
can see you liking Marty Ball.
so
Marty Ball.
how y'all feel about this Patriots game coming up? Knowing that
Okay,
Patriots are in this, they just messed up
can
right
we
now.
address one thing, dog, before people call this Patriots East versus Patriots West? How many
Jesus
Patriots
Christ.
are on our starting roster?
Don't get me
It's all over
started.
the
dog.
internet already. I'm like, how many Patriots are actually on our fucking roster?
Myra in the
Relax.
Myra in the comments wild.
Jim Harbaugh should come back to the NFL.
No, he should not. He's
Yeah.
good where he's at.
Yeah.
He's good where he's at.
NFL.
He's good where he's at. He's about to get a national championship ring. Why leave?
Did Myra really
leave?
put that in the chat?
Yeah, she wilding.
Can somebody screen record that so when that does not happen, I could play it on the show? When he said that he's about to win a national championship, I would love to see it.
They
I would love
will.
to see it. What's up with the offense? That was hard for me to watch. Green Bay was no better. For me, overall, I think it was just a competitive football game.
It was.
It was a competitive football game, and you know what? It was one time I can say that we did not get blown out on prime time.
Right?
I can say that, but even in our home field, like I mean, we actually played all 4 quarters, especially on the defensive side of the ball. We played all 4 quarters, and that's what I loved about it. You know, 3 interceptions, which I have not seen in a long ass time from this defense. So, you know, Chris loved the BBLs.
She wilding, man. She is wilding.
Listen, I had no
I
BBLs.
can't stand BBLs. I can't stand them.
Oh my
What's
God.
up, Fee? What's going on, real man? All right, Raiders. What's going on, man? What's going on? But we on to New England though. So
Yes, we are.
So I didn't hear about the whole Patriots East and Patriots West thing. Where did that come from?
Bro, it's been on
You ain't been
social
hearing
media, on Twitter.
Yeah.
I don't listen. I don't mess with the Raiders Twitter. I no longer tweet on Raiders Twitter. I just don't
Yeah, no,
because
been
they
all over,
are
bro.
they just stupid on there. They're dumb.
Am I the only one that's like starting to get tired of our fan base?
No,
And
me
this is
too.
why I'm not on the Raiders Twitter. This is why I'm not on there.
It's
not on there.
annoying.
Like, I'm disgusted at this point, man. Like embarrassed, disgusted. It's like
it's no unity, man.
That's so when the game is on, I just watch the game, stay off all that other shit.
like I've never heard so many people like literally upset that we won over a win.
Right?
That's
Like,
right.
like they're upset.
Mhm.
Like it's ridiculous. Now it's okay. Like, of course, we're always going to criticize, and you can always critique something. Look at like, yeah, we won, but we can always get better. We need to do X, Y, and Z. We need to have countermeasures for any gaps that's out there. But these people literally aren't even on that. They're like, oh, well, we won, but blah blah. Like, come on, man. It's like I'm telling you, man. Like I tell everybody, I will never ever. Now you can screen record this. Screen record this. Chris would never say the Raider Nation is the best fan base in sports ever again. Never.
Ever?
I will never say it again.
No. You might in Chicago when we're at the game.
No. Well, because I'll be drunk. That's the only way. But I don't know. Trust me, I don't believe it.
I'm gonna get him up.
I don't believe it. Yeah, I will never. I won't. It'll be a lie. But I would never. You will never hear me say that again. And I love the Raiders to the core.
No, it is ridiculous.
And I used to love the fan base, but I would never say that again.
Yeah, it's a lot of scrutiny with our fan base at this point, in my opinion. I just stay in my lane. I work with certain people, or it's just the fan base and stuff. Like they feel like the Raiders need to be perfect. Like we can, like the Raiders, even though we've been going through some wrong in a long time with this organization. But at the end of the day, we're still fans. We're still going to rock with our team, win, lose, or draw. But they expect,
but we don't. But that's the thing, we don't.
Oh, we do. He's saying.
Oh yeah, we okay.
The real ones.
Yeah,
they don't rock with us when we win.
Yeah, no, the other ones are fucking ridiculous. Yeah.
I was about to say something, but I'm about to say pause, but I had to think about what you said there. I'm about to say pause, man. Wait a minute.
Oh God.
Whoa.
No,
like,
he meant everybody like outside. Yeah. Outside of the circle.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, so this okay. Can I address this real quick?
Yes.
Can we address this right
now?
Please
talk about that.
No fans, exactly.
But those are the same fans I'm talking about. Those are the same fans I'm talking about.
We are not tanking for Caleb Williams. It would be the most stupidest shit in the world for us to tank for Caleb Williams when we have one of the worst offensive lines in football. Hello. Right. Ding, ding, ding. If Jimmy G is struggling with this offensive line and you bring Caleb Williams in here, if we don't change the offensive line at all, what's going to make a difference?
It's sickening, bro.
I just question how old are these fans that thinking that? Like
that one too.
That makes
it's not. Too. It's not only the thing is. It's not only young fans. You would think it is. You would think it's only young fans saying this. You would think, but there's old fans, and they're always quick to put it in there. Oh, I've been a fan for 50+ years. Okay, I don't care.
Then you know the way we do.
Yeah, I've been a fan for 50+ years, and I'm just tired of losing. So I'm not gonna be happy when we win. Right. Well, if you've been a fan for 50+ years, that means 80% of the time that you're a fan, we've been losing. So 80% of the time you've been a fan, you have been unhappy, and you only get happy when we win games. Then therefore, you have the wrong hobby, sir. Find a new hobby.
Yeah. Facts.
If that's the only if winning don't even make you happy, like if you can't even celebrate one win, regardless, I don't care. Yeah, like I don't care if we only win 3 games.
You gotta celebrate.
You gotta celebrate. Any business owner, anyone knows that like you're going to have hard times, but you celebrate the small wins. Right. You celebrate the small wins of your team. Like they may suck, but when they do something well, you celebrate that.
Right.
So I'm like, these people, I mean, I don't get them, man.
I don't support the tanking mentality, period.
Like, anyway.
I don't support that. No, like compete to the last freaking game, man. Like, why would you want to tank to get a quarterback that you possibly not even gonna to get?
And you don't even know if he's gonna be it.
Exactly.
Trevor Lawrence was supposed to be it. There's so many people that were supposed to be that next guy.
But you Clemson alumni. But listen. I can say this about Trevor Lawrence though. They finally found the right coach for him.
No, I like Trevor. I'm just saying. No, I like Trevor.
I get what you're saying, but you see the difference between Urban Meyer and Doug Peterson. You see
a big difference.
Progression and Trevor Lawrence. But I get what you're saying because certain quarterbacks like that not supposed to make that progression. They're not supposed to. They're supposed to be the Ryan Leafs of the world. Basically, that's what they expect of them.
If as a Raider fan you think tanking is the thing to go, you're on the wrong fucking team, bro. This fucking team doesn't do that shit.
How many times the Raiders had losing seasons and we didn't tank? So
I hear people saying that's what I'm. Unless you're from the fucking 70s, early 80s,
it's crazy, bro.
You can't say I'm used to my team fucking winning. I was born in the era where they were okay, mediocre, but we never were.
Exactly.
We got to the Super Bowl.
These people act like
I know this shit already, right?
These people act like we got 6 rings.
When people tell me, "Oh, there'll be more fans or more tickets when the product on the field," that shit didn't stop people in Oakland because we sucked ass in Oakland, but people still fucking went.
I think it froze up, Cheeto.
Oh,
there you go. Agreed.
It's more than just about the fucking play on the field, bro. Like, get over that shit. If you think winning is the only reason you want to be a Raider fan,
right? You got the wrong hobby. You had the wrong hobby.
That's my thing. You're just the wrong fan. You just need to change teams.
Mm-hmm. Change teams every year. Like today,
every year, be a bandwagon,
or just be a favorite player and don't have a team, just like a favorite player.
Right. That's my thing because you can't get.
That's how I am with basketball. Yeah, that's how I am with basketball. Wherever LeBron go, I go.
Oh my lord.
I don't know what the Raiders. We're not going to even get into. I can't wait the basketball season start. I cannot wait. But what does Raider Nation for life mean anymore? That's a good question.
Just some of us, it still means something. To others,
for me, I'm gonna say this. I love the mystique and I love the history of what made me a Raider fan. But at this point of today, August 10th, not August 10th, October 10th. I'm thinking of the summertime. I'm thinking of the summer. Listen, I'm still thinking
2 days away from my birthday.
But it's time for a culture change. It really is. It's time for
what culture do y'all want though? Because everybody wants the Raider way.
The Raider way has not been working.
Exactly.
No.
Exactly. So bring something else in.
What I'm saying we need something. We need something that's. I don't know. I'm from Philly, so it's a lot of things that motivate me living in Philadelphia. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes to that talk or that aura or that persona, or you come with a certain body language, like, yeah, I'm ready to come out here and whoop some ass and about to smoke these motherfuckers. Like, talk like that gets me like that. It brings that
gangster.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's Philly for you. It's just listen. I live in a city where there's no brotherly love. Okay,
that's East Coast Philly. That's East Coast gangster. The West Coast gangster. Different.
The West Coast gangster is a little different, but I'm just saying, like, I just feel like we live in the past too much.
That's all. But that's all our fan base wants to do,
and that's the problem.
They still want to talk about Willie Brown and shit, man. Like you go to any other organization, they don't got to go way back to talk about any greats, man.
Right.
Like honestly, as much as like the Steelers, like they don't got to go back to Franco Harris to talk about greatness. They don't got to talk about Bradshaw. You know what I'm saying? I get tired of that. Like whenever, like even when someone comes to our team, they always, oh man, like how do you feel walking through the halls of that building and seeing all the Raider greats? And they got to talk about, like Willie Brown and all that, man. How come we can't have something that's more recent, that's more relevant, man? I'm tired of all that.
Do you really think Josh McDaniels could bring a championship to this organization?
I haven't seen it
yet. Have to happen for that to happen.
I don't see why he can't. I don't see why he can't.
I'm just saying, a serious question. Do you really believe Josh McDaniels could bring a championship to this team?
That's a loaded question, though.
It is, though.
I mean, like who? I mean, what's he got to work with?
Now, listen. If you give him how many ever years, it don't matter. Say he gives him 5 more years. Do you believe he can bring a championship here?
You know what? I think that's the whole thing. So everybody expected him to bring the championship because we had made the playoffs 2 years ago. So they figured they just made the playoffs. McDaniels is supposed to get him there, but not even going there. My whole thing is this dude. You can't just give up on him on 1 year. We're not even a year and a half yet. We're not even halfway through the season yet, and you're already giving up on him. I'm done with the shit. Give him 3 years to get his shit, and then you'll see. I get. If we don't see progress, fuck it, get out of here. But you have seen progress. Maybe not in the offense
panel,
but you've seen progress in the defense. Yes or no? None of us.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. Have we really seen progress
on the defensive side? I have. On the offense, not yet.
I still think even though we've seen progress on the defense, I still think it's some holes in the defense. Now, this is my thing.
But we've seen progress on his offense from the year before.
Last year.
Yeah, like last year compared to the 2021 offense, we've seen progress. I think we scored more points. It wasn't much more, but we were way more explosive.
I don't know about
we had 2 All-Pros.
So we had last 2 All-Pros. I get it, but I feel like that 2021 year we did score. We was one of the top teams in the league that could score points in 2021.
But we scored more the year before. I mean, the year after. We scored more. That's what I'm saying. I mean, but it don't go against people's narrative, so they don't want to bring that up. We averaged more points last year.
Yeah, we did average more points last year. That I can attest to. But for Josh McDaniels to win a Super Bowl, he has to get out of his Patriot ways. That's me. He has to get out of his Patriot ways. Understand you want Super Bowls.
Who says he's doing Patriot ways?
If you look at this offense right now, it's definitely the New England Patriots offense of last year. Come on. The year before that. The year before that when he was I think so. I think so. He just didn't have the weapons that he had when he was the last offensive coordinator in New England. He didn't have the weapons like he has now. But for me, when he said that it's not a rebuild and a retool, I thought he was going to go off of what we did that year before. That's what I thought when he said retool. If he just would have said from the rip that he said, okay, we're going to rebuild this the way that he wants to rebuild it, I would have been fine with that. But the fact that you said you retool, it made me like, okay, you're going to retool. That means you're going to build off what happened the year before.
I think that's what the plan was.
That's
what the plan was. No, because he realized he didn't have the quarterback he thought he had, and he may mess up again and don't have the quarterback that he thought he had. I mean,
I think if we had a good quarterback, it would be way different.
Mm-hmm. My thing was it's a lot of things that have to happen for Josh McDaniels to win a championship. He has to draft better.
Oh, yeah.
He has to go into free agency better.
That's anybody. I mean, that's. I mean, you can say that about the Chiefs when Andy Reid first got there. You got to draft better. Like that's a recipe for any coach.
But Andy, but wait. We're not. Are we comparing Andy Reid to Josh McDaniels at this point? Because Andy Reid was able to draft really well, even going back to Philadelphia days.
No, I agree. But what I'm saying is, you're saying the big if. So you're saying if someone did if was a fifth, we all be drunk. But that's what I'm saying. It's like who knows who anyone's gonna draft? Like,
right.
You know what I'm saying? If Josh McDaniels would have had better drafts, yes, he would have been better. Hell, if
Gruden would have had better.
If Gruden would have had a better draft, it would have been. I mean, anybody. If Art Shell 2.0 would have had a better draft.
Listen. I just feel like when it comes to player personnel, they have to be better in player personnel. They have to be better.
I agree.
I agree. And it goes back to the offensive line where you do not address it at all. That is a problem as a coach. How you not address your offensive line at all? I don't care if you had the same line that Josh Jacobs had. If you don't have no depth back there, that is an issue. That's a coaching issue. That's an organization issue. So
the thing is, the depth isn't the problem. It's the guys that are on the field not executing. It's not like Colton Miller got hurt and his backup came in and shit the bed. No, these same guys minus Alex Bars are here and they're just not executing.
But this was where the lack of depth come in. That means you can't even the guys that's not executing as a starter, you can't even switch them out because you have lack of depth. So it's like
they're trying it now. They're putting in Mumford, and then we'll see.
Yeah, they'll put in Mumford, but Mumford,
they drafted him. They're high on him. They're high on him.
They high on Mumford, but I feel like it was some offensive linemen, some veteran. You could have mixed it with some young and some veteran offensive linemen in free agency. You could have got. You could have got in free agency. You at least could have got one of them that was good coming in free. At least one. It didn't get one in the draft. I mean, that's addressing it, but we didn't address it at all. That's the problem that I have with McDaniels when it comes to certain positions, like the linebacker position. Yeah, I got Robert Spillane, but he wasn't a flash. Amari Burney, we wait till like the 6th round to go get Amari Burney, where there was so many linebackers on the board that we could have got. That's what I'm saying. I don't know.
Oh, I know. I wanted a linebacker in round 2.
Exactly. So I just feel like it's certain things you got. Sometimes you got to go with your gut. It'd be like, this is the guy that I want. I don't care what the
is that McDaniels or Ziegler?
It's a little bit of both.
We don't know who's making that pick.
Yeah, they're a pair at this point.
But all the blame goes to McDaniels, though, right?
Yeah,
it's because he's coaching them, and see, Ziegler's on the back. He's in the background. He's not in the front. See, McDaniels is in the front. He's the leader of this team. He's the one they talk to, so he's the one that's taking all the blame. But my thing is this, man. You take a draft pick who's not produced, like number 7 draft pick who's not producing for us. I mean, last year our offense was top 15, right? Can we say that?
Yeah.
All right. How is your offense down to the 30th? The 30th. You go from 15 to 30th? Like, what is the problem? Is it execution or is it poor personnel decisions and poor coaching? Because history shows that that's what he's been doing in Denver. That's what he's been doing his whole entire coaching career. So I'm just trying to figure out, like, how much of.
Hey, what do you mean, bro? Hold on. You got to wait. Hold on. But what do you mean that's what he's been doing his whole coaching career? I got to push back on that.
Just think about it. In Denver, what happened?
He had the worst offense in Denver.
Yeah. He was a young snotty-nosed kid, arrogant. I agree.
Okay.
He was trash.
All right. And last year, you had the best wide receiver. You had the Russian leader.
Yep.
You had a very good tight end in Darren Waller.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And you had a slot receiver in Renfro, a very good slot receiver who had 1,000-yard season.
Mm-hmm.
This was last year, right?
Last year.
Remember last year, how often did Renfro play and how often did Waller play?
They all were barely ever on the. They were barely all on the field at the same time.
And that proves my point.
Hunter Renfro, though. Mm-hmm. Waller's a different excuse because he could have played in many games. He just decided not to play and act like he had a hamstring injury. I'm sorry. He worried more about his rap career than playing football games. You know what? He's doing the same thing in New York right now, looking like shit. Yeah.
Or maybe he's maybe really hurt.
He's not hurt.
Wait. Let Soto finish the point, though. He was coming out to something.
I'm just saying, trust me, I really want McDaniels to succeed. I really want him to be good for this team. But the history shows, and what he's done last year up until this year, like, I just feel like he's not solving the problems that we're having. Like these, let's think about it. If we had Jalen Carter, what would happen now? Like, what would this defense really look like then?
I agree.
If we let's say we keep Mac Hollins, we don't get rid of Stidham. What would this offense look like? I just don't get the moves he makes. I don't get the play calling sometimes.
You know what it would look like?
I'm not saying he's a.
No, go ahead.
I'm not saying he's a terrible coach, but my thing is this: we're tired of losing at this point. We want to go to the next level. We're playing against Patrick Mahomes twice a year, every year. I mean, how many times y'all want him to kick our ass? I mean, how many times do y'all want to see this? At some point, you have to compete. You have to put a team together to compete with this Patrick Mahomes guy.
And another thing that
I think that's what they're trying to do, and that's why they upgraded the offense. But they relied so much on this line, how they did last year, and they were hoping,
and that's the problem.
It would transfer over to, and it's not.
That's the problem. I don't know if they changed offensive line coaches. I don't know what happened within last year into this year.
They didn't change offensive line coach.
I just don't see the fire in the offensive line. I don't see the fire. I don't see like, okay, we're going to run up to the line and we're going to run some people over and open up some holes. Pause. But I'm just saying.
That was wild.
Yeah,
only
like
one.
real quick. But I just feel like at the end of the day, this offensive line is not being coached the right way. It's not. I don't know who the offensive line coach is. What is his name?
Carmen Bracello.
Who?
Right.
Carmen Bracello.
Never heard of him. As long as I watch the NFL, I never heard of him.
Me either.
He's one of the best offensive line coaches.
Where? Because he's not
So
for the
how-
Las
how-
Vegas Raiders.
explain
Where?
it.
What? Tell me, please
how
tell me
can-
what other teams that he had. Please tell me.
Well, he came from
Right.
the Patriots. So what are we talking about?
Which has the better offensive line than the Las Vegas Raiders right now, unfortunately.
They didn't last year.
I'm really trying to figure it out. Like, why is this offensive line so horrible? Like, and it's almost the same exact line from last year. That's what I'm just trying to figure out.
That's what I'm saying. It's the same as that offensive line outside of Alex Bars. That's it.
Okay. So the problem's coaching. So it has nothing to do with the guys actually not winning the man-on-man assignment.
Oh no,
It has nothing to do with that, right?
Both. It's both. It's coaching and execution. It's both.
Yeah. But my thing is this: if you go from having a Russian leader, now you had to do something right last year. You did something right for 17 games.
Who the coach did?
I mean, listen. I'm talking. Listen,
Not saying the coach.
the offensive line. I'm talking about.
Josh
the
didn't do
players.
that with Tom Cable.
You said what?
Josh didn't do that with Tom Cable.
You didn't have Tom Cable last year.
No,
Yeah,
before that.
before-
That's my point. With Tom Cable, he never had them kind of numbers.
Yeah.
Oh, all right, you talking about Josh Jacobs? Okay.
He had good numbers that still consider him a top 10 back. Not a top 5 or a top 3, but he was damn near a top 10 back under Tom Cable in that offensive line.
Under Tom Cable, they weren't considering giving him a 5th-year option. How about that?
No, that was last year. They really didn't consider giving him a 5th-year option when his first year.
I know, but I'm talking about his tenure under Tom Cable.
Under Tom Cable, I get what you're saying. Yeah.
I don't know about that. I really don't
Go
care.
ahead, Solo. My bad, man.
No, you good. You good. You good. I'm just trying to figure it out, man, because it's like, all right, I don't discredit that playoff team we had 2 years ago, but you got the question: how does this team go from what we had last year to now? I'm just trying to figure that out.
That's valid.
And I know
That's valid.
a lot of that is execution, but it's like at some point, how can you just keep blaming the execution on the play? Like, it's got to be something you're not being taught. It's got to be something you're not understanding. I'm not going to bash McDaniels all night, because all I'm trying to figure out is why is this line continuously, it's not changing. It's nothing changing, not even a little bit. They're getting bullied every time we play.
At the point of attack.
I agree.
I don't. You know what it could be though, because the way the NFL is set up, it's not a lot of contact in practices like it used to be. That could be the case. Because
say that's why it takes 4 games.
But my thing is, but that is a individual thing, though. What can a coach really do for that?
Football, I don't know if anybody played football as much as I did, but I knew every practice we went up against our defensive line 110% with full pads. And you practice how you play. You're not going to be sitting here and hitting the sled all 5 days and expect for us to be dominant going out on the football field. It just doesn't work that way. It doesn't.
My just the last question, I just don't understand it. Like, why is the defense progressing? Why are they getting better? And this offense is still sitting here. That's all I'm saying. It's got to be a problem somewhere, because we always bashing Patrick Graham the first couple games. Then he got better. No Hobbs. This guy still was calling great plays.
No Hobbs or
turnovers.
Bennett.
He called plays to get 3 turnovers last night. So I'm sitting here, I'm like, why is this offense still at 16, 17, 18 points? It's not nothing changing. It looks the same no matter who the quarterback is. It don't matter who's behind the line. It's the same results. And I just don't get it. It's got to be something not being taught on that offense.
Yeah, I just feel like you got to practice how you play. You got to execute in practice, and it has to translate over to the game. But the way the NFL is set up now, where you're not allowed to be physical in practice anymore, it doesn't really translate over. I don't know what the practice schedule is for the Raiders. I don't know how the NFL does it, but I know they did stop letting them get in full pass during the week. I know they stopped that.
Yeah, it's a lot lighter now. It's not like it used to be.
I mean, but that's across the board. I mean,
that's everybody though.
That's what I'm saying, man. That's what I'm saying.
So if that's across the board, then that means this offensive line don't have no fire off the ball. That means they have no sense of urgency when they hike the ball. That is a player thing, and that is a coaching thing at the end of the day. Player and coach.
Maybe the player's just not good. And this is guys he rock with. Maybe they just not good. Maybe they just overrated. Colt Miller.
Which
maybe they
is
all
what
just
a lot of us had said during the offseason, but then you would get people saying they were a top 10, they were a top 15. And
like,
hold on, bro.
Yeah.
I know what I fucking saw. And especially PFF numbers, but this was not a top O-line.
Thank you.
Not a top O-line.
Thank you. And I was saying that. And I was saying that.
Thank you, PFF, for trying to blow that up. And I hated that stat by PFF.
I
always hated it.
Throwing that in the chat against us, like wow, like we were top 10, and I was like,
they always said, because that's what I'm saying, and that's what I'm saying. Sometimes it's all about. I mean, you got to do the eye test, man. You can't always go by all these advanced stats, man, because like you can look at that offensive line last year. A lot of the times when Josh got busy, I mean, it was a reason why he led the league in forced missed tackles. I mean, he did a lot of that on his own, man. You know what I'm saying?
He did a lot of it on his own, but I mean, it's some games. I'm not gonna say all. I'm gonna say about.
No, I mean, there's some
games you see the offensive line play really well. Especially
there were some
that Seahawks overtime win game. I can say the offensive line played well, but it's. I think what we're missing out of this whole Raiders team, we just want to see consistency.
Absolutely.
And I think we're very inconsistent offensively. Like we'll see it one week that it will look good in the first half, and then the second half coming, we're starting to get the ball, and we go back to looking like shit. Like we don't have that. Like okay, so we had the ball like yesterday. We had the ball going into the second half, right? And we didn't do nothing with it, but we had confidence going up there and almost but we missed a field goal almost going into the half. Where's that momentum at? Why are we not carrying that momentum over? That's why I feel like I think it's just an inconsistency thing, but that still goes back to coaching and player execution at the end of the day.
Yeah, to me, that's the whole urgency thing. There's no sense of urgency on the fucking offense. There really isn't. No tempo, so lethargic. Like, and then when it finally does, it's like damn near when the game's almost over.
Or
like,
we can think of this. Remember when we went no huddle and we talked about that? We executed in a no huddle. I think that's where the offensive line started to click. Yeah. But Josh McDaniels to stay in his ways and wants to fix something that's not broke.
Right. He just does the same thing over and over again. When he sees something is working, he'll run it for a little bit. Then after that, he'll just change it up and go do something else. And I just don't get it.
Chris, I'm not bashing Josh McDaniels. I think he's a great play caller. I think
you ain't got to say it to me. Nah, talk your talk, baby. Talk your talk.
He's a great play caller. He's a great play caller. Don't get me wrong. He was very aggressive last night. I actually liked the way he called the game last night. But it's certain things like if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I don't care if you run it 5 times the same damn way. If they ain't gonna stop it, you keep running it. That's how I see it.
So what about the timeout? What about the timeout situation when it was like
terrible? That was terrible. That was terrible. That was terrible. That was terrible.
That's horrible.
We lose like 45 seconds off the clock because of that. Like,
I'm trying to throw what game? Anthony Price. When do Josh Jacobs ever try to? Well, Josh McDaniels.
No, he's talking about McDaniels trying to throw the game.
I said it on the live stream. I felt like he did.
He ain't trying to throw no damn game.
I said it on the live stream.
He overthinks himself. He's too smart for his own damn good. He overthinks every fucking thing.
Yeah, sometimes when you're smart, you oversmart yourself.
Yeah, but he ain't trying to lose on purpose. This whole thing about trying to lose on purpose, like really, let me go fuck up my job and lose this game real quick because I don't give a fuck. I got sent here.
Someone that's been
from New England to ruin the Raiders.
Right, like someone who
years, bro.
Right, someone who literally has been around winning, an organization that was expected to win every year. You know what I'm saying? But now he wants to go somewhere else and lose on purpose is wild.
I'm here to
That's
lose on
wild,
purpose.
bro.
I don't buy the losing
like,
on purpose thing.
I don't know about the losing on purpose thing either, but something was not right when people's like, oh, the analytics told them to go for it. The analytics, every time we see a lot of coaches go towards their analytics. Josh McDaniels definitely goes towards his analytics on certain situations. In this situation, he didn't go against his analytics. It questioned it a little bit. It questioned it because he goes with his analytics. And his analytics at that time did not tell him to try to have Daniel Carlson kick that field goal. His analysts would say it's 4th and 1 or 4th and 2. You run the football, seal the game. That's what the analytics said, and that's what it said. They said it on national television. That's what the analytics told him to do, but he decided to kick the field goal. I mean, I'm just saying.
But does the analytics consider who your kicker is? Does it consider that you have the best deep kicker in the league? Does the analytics consider that your center is trash and gets pushed back and you're going to get and you know what I'm saying, you're going against Kenny Clark and them boys that's been killing you all day. I mean, it's not like Josh Jacobs did not get tackled for loss multiple times that game. How many times on a 3rd and 1 or a 4th and 1 we got a quarterback sneak and we got the first down? Okay, but if he would have did that, if he would have did a quarterback sneak and got stopped, y'all would have crucified him for being too predictable.
I wouldn't have crucified him.
Yes, you would have, man. Y'all would have, you know what I'm saying?
You know why? You know why? Because in that situation, you know why? And I know I wouldn't have. You know why? Because the Green Bay Packers had one timeout and they still had to use it. So that's what I'm saying. That's why I said why Josh McDaniels didn't go for it, because the fact that they already was a 2-minute warning and you go for it, and then if you get that first down, they have to be forced to use that timeout.
Right. Yeah, if they got it, but if they would have stopped it, then what?
I think we would have got it.
But I'm just saying,
I think we could have got it.
I think the playbook is too big to be. The playbook is too big to be just doing the same old thing all the time. Like if it's 4th and 1, you don't have to run it up the middle all the time. You don't have to the playbook is too big to be doing the same thing all the time.
I agree with you on that part, Solo, and that's what drives me crazy about everybody say just run it or sneak it. Like y'all complain that he's not creative enough. You wanted him to run and sneak it because that's what everybody in the world thought he was going to do.
But my thing is,
and then Leo went for it, did some like reverse type shit. Like, okay,
thank you, Leo, thank you. Remember last year? Remember that's one of the things they still talk about all the time. It's 4th and 1, and why they do something? He pitched it outside. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Watch him play action and go deep to Tay or something. Like, I would have been fine with that shit. Like, fuck,
that's what I'm saying. I remember that one play. You remember we was on 4th down. We was in the red zone. I forgot which team we was playing. He went for it on 4th down and threw it to Tay for the touchdown. But see, that's what I'm saying. That's the type of I want to see that type of consistency. Like, don't just run the ball with Jacobs all the time.
But if you wouldn't have got that, y'all would have been the same people that complained about run the ball, just like last week when we lost at the end of if we would have. The thing is, he tried
because that was first down.
No, I know, but what I'm saying is, he's trying to be creative because no one was expecting that. I know I wasn't. In my mind, I'm like, run the ball just like everyone else.
But you got to think about the quarterback that you have in there. You have a rookie quarterback, and you putting him at a first goal. As a head coach, as a 6-time championship head coach, you know you have a rookie quarterback, and you're going to throw the ball on first and go on the 3. You're bugging. I would have ran the ball and then try to throw the ball if you don't get it.
If he's your quarterback, it's either you rocking with him or you're not.
Yeah, but you have to protect your quarterback at the same time.
It's a different IQ. It's a different IQ for veteran quarterbacks too. It's a different IQ for veteran quarterbacks versus a rookie.
Yeah, but the thing is, I mean, at some point you got to know. And again, this it's not like it's not coached. If it's not, it's first down, son. If it's not there, throw the ball away so we can live another down, son.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, come on, man.
Yeah, but
you know what I'm saying? Like, come on.
And the call first and goal. And the coach shouldn't even have to tell you that. It shouldn't be the call.
But
on first
But
and goal on the
history
3-yard
says-
line, a pass play should not be called on the 3-yard line. I'm sorry.
Shouldn't have made the throw.
History says rookie quarterbacks make bad decisions. That's what they say. So what I'm telling you is, I'm not arguing the pass call, but I'm just saying, like, why would you run that type of pass call? Like, I don't get it on goal line. Like, if you just run the ball, if we don't get him, they're stuck there.
That's people see this is my problem with this. Talking about stop blaming the coach. I'm blaming the coach because you're making the call. I'm blaming the coach because you're making the call.
But he's not throwing the ball.
You put this
It's
in
actually a safe. If you think about it, that's a safe play call. That's a safe pass call.
You don't. I'm sorry, but I'm not throwing the ball at the 3-yard line. I'm not doing that. I'm just not doing that. There's no way in hell that I'm throwing the ball on the 3-yard line with a rookie quarterback when I know I can trust for first and second down. I can get Josh Jacobs in there or get a.
Do you? Because he's been doing that all season.
That's what I'm saying.
Motherfucker's been averaging 2 yards a carry.
Yeah, but
2 yards a carry.
Jacobs can't get 2 yards, and then on third and goal, we can go with a quarterback sneak.
You can't complain
I'm
about
not-
him.
But then they
Thank
get mad when he's.
Thank you, Leo.
You can't do
Thank
both.
you.
You
That's
can't
what
have
I'm
like.
saying.
I'm not.
saying.
You
I'm
either
not.
want him to be creative and let it
Or
loose,
not.
or you either want
or you want to
follow
keep it
the
simple,
How
or you want to keep it
creative on a
simple.
first and goal? A first and goal in the 3
On the goal line,
At
On
that
the
point,
goal
listen,
line.
I get it.
On
I
the
get it.
goal
I
line.
would have ran too. But at that point, the way the play developed, O'Connell should have thrown that shit
Throw it away and live another down.
Oh, wait.
Live another
This is
down.
first down.
He's
I have
a
3 more
rookie. You
tries.
have to protect your rookie quarterback.
So then why not start Hoyer?
Let's be for real here, right? Let's be
They
for real.
would've-
Let's
they
take a
would've-
prime example in Brock Purdy, right? Brock
So
Purdy
then
was a
why
rookie
do-
last year. Let's keep it real. He had but you know what protected Brock Purdy from being successful? He had a running game. That's what made him good. He had a running game.
Do we?
He had a running game.
No. Do we have one?
And on first and goal, I'm still relying on
have
Josh
a-
on a
do
first
we
and
have a
goal.
running game this
Sorry.
year?
If we 3
Do we
yards
have a running game?
out on a first and goal, I would love to take a 1 or 2 yards to get it in. I'm fine with that.
Yeah,
I'm
you
fine
can't
with
be
that.
mad at him for being conservative 1 week and then get mad because he's trying to.
Hey, Darren, I have a question.
It's
I have a question.
logic. As a former running back, I want the
Oh,
ball
here
to
we
the
go.
3-yard line. I'm sorry. I want the ball. Fuck
I
Tony.
forgot you
want
were
the ball.
Jerome Bettis.
I want the ball. I don't care who's in front. I'm gonna push everybody. I don't care if I gotta step. I want the ball.
Shit.
And then you run into Khalil Mack and he blows your ass up.
Listen, Khalil Mack wasn't doing nothing against the run, and on that situation, I want the ball.
All right, Darius. So, okay, what? Y'all, wow, bro. All right, so remember, what was it? Week 1, it was 4th and 1, and we did that play. It was a rub play, and it was like originally stopped, but then Tay went upfield and got the long pass on 4th and 1. Y'all remember that?
right?
So,
Right.
did y'all like that play call?
What was the play
It was a
call?
great play call.
Okay, you liked it. It was the one. It was 4th and 1. It was a 4th and 1, and I think it was it was like a rub play. I think it was like Devontae and Myers did a rub. It originally wasn't there, but then Devontae went upfield, so it probably ended up, and he got blasted. It was probably like a 15, 20 yard pass play, but it was 4th and 1 where everyone thought it was going to be a run, but it was a pass. But did you like that play call? It worked.
I did.
Right.
So you liked it, Solo?
Yeah.
It was all right.
See, but the only reason it was all right because it worked. Because the thing is, if he wouldn't have got that, y'all would have been pissed and would have been like, "How come he just didn't run the ball?" So that's what I'm saying. It's all about all about the outcome of the play.
In certain scenarios, I will say that, but I wouldn't say that for every play for Josh McDaniels in certain scenarios. That's one thing about me. Now, if I'm all about simplicity when it comes to being in the red zone, simplicity. I'm not worried about within the 5-yard line all the way down to the opposite side. Within that 5 yards, 5 to 3 yards, within getting into the touchdown, I think me personally, old fashioned, you run the football. That's just me.
I got you. I understand that. Another example. The Chiefs game last year. Chiefs game last year. The first game, last play of the game that we had the ball, and we went deep. Was that a good call or not a good call?
I love that call.
I thought it was an aggressive call. That's what I say about Josh McDaniels. He know how to make aggressive calls, but in certain situations, he does get conservative a little bit. It's like 50-50 with Josh McDaniels.
The only difference is if it works or not. That's the only difference. That's the only difference, man.
Same thing against the Steelers. So it was fourth down. They play action, threw it to Adams, touchdown.
Exactly.
Got mad if we missed.
That's my point. That's my point.
So would you kick a field goal knowing you're down 8 points? Just tell me.
No.
Bad call.
So
bad call.
See what I'm saying?
Bad call.
Too much. It's too
bad call.
Yeah.
Bad call.
So, and my thing is, I get what you're saying. It's you want him to make, draw up some great plays and come up with some good stuff, and you also, want him to take the obvious things sometimes. But my thing is this. My recent issue was the throwing the ball on the goal line with your rookie quarterback. I just don't get that. The red zone is the danger zone. That's where it's tight. It ain't too much space back there. You got to do something creative, or you got to run the ball. It's nothing like this rollout. Yeah, I'm not.
But that's safe though. But if you think about it, because it keeps the defensive line away, unless they're blitzing from that side, that's actually a safe play.
They actually ran away from the fucking pass rush.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. So really, it's a safe play for it, and it's an easy read. That's the thing. That's an easy read. He just threw it instead of just throwing the thing. It's a quick read. Once you get to snipe the ball, you're rolling out. If you don't like what you see, throw it away. It's 2nd and 3, and we're living another day.
But I think, that was the scout report on Aiden O'Connell coming out of college. They were saying he was a risky thrower. He takes a lot of risk with certain throws. Mm-hmm. So you gotta understand your quarterback. You have to understand he may do something crazy down here, and he's a rookie. He's a rookie.
But y'all acting like he's a rookie, like starting as a freshman on a high school team. Like this dude he played big time football, man.
This is his first NFL game,
but he still had NFL jitters coming in. This is professional football. This is the big dogs. This is the big dog. This ain't Purdue anymore.
It's a one read play, man.
It's a one read play, but I just don't feel like when you're 3 yards out from scoring a touchdown, you don't throw the football.
I get that.
Throw the football.
I'm not saying that I wouldn't have ran. All I'm saying is the fact that it's an execution issue, man. That's all I'm saying. Now, me personally, I am of the mindset, run the damn ball 4 times and make them stop you. If they stop you, they deserve to win. That's my mindset. But I'm not mad at that, though. That's all I'm saying is I'm not mad at it.
I'm mad at it.
You can't ask for him to be creative and then get mad when he is.
No, we're not.
Just because it didn't work. Right?
I'm not asking him to be creative on 1st and goal on a 3. I'm not asking him to be creative. I'm asking him to run the ball down a damn throat. That's what I'm looking forward to. Step on a goddamn neck at this point.
With this fucking soft ass O-line?
Right, I was about to say.
But this is where somebody on that coaching staff got to be like, listen, we got to run the ball down their fucking throat. Somebody got to get in this offense.
I get you.
Somebody has to light a fire under that offensive line ass when it comes to 1st and goal on the 3.
I agree.
If that was the 49er offensive line, run that shit all fucking day.
Right.
But you know why they would do that? Because they have an offensive line that puts a fire under their ass. That's why.
Mm-hmm.
We don't got them dogs. Trent Williams will literally fight you.
He will.
You know what I'm saying? Like we don't got that no more.
He literally will fight you.
Over that offensive line that we have right now. I would take a trip. I would take 5 Trent Williams right now.
Anybody would. Of course.
I know he's a best. Yeah,
unfortunately, our version of Trent Williams is fucking Colton Miller, and that's far from.
They sauce. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
That's like fucking. Oh my lord!
Like honestly, even if we had someone like a Richie Incognito, I'd be more like, let's get it. Like you know what I'm saying? Like or Donald Penn Like we don't have none of them. Yeah. Like we don't have nobody that's probably like literally probably a leader on that offense. I mean, the closest thing to a leader is Colton Miller, and I'm not trying to go to war with him. That's just me. I mean, he seemed like a nice guy. You know, I let him watch my
Right.
dogs when I'm on a cruise or something. But nah, we ain't going to war now.
He said,
Yeah, we ain't walking the mean streets of Chicago together.
You hire him on the WAG app.
Yeah, I hire him in the wagon. Walk my dog, bro.
I agree, man. I agree, man. The office, somebody needs to light a fire, like literally.
Yeah,
Go to
they
practice
really do.
and
Bro.
get a bonfire and
They
light
really
their
do.
asses up for real. Then you'll
Man,
work.
Randy, look, Randy got a good point, man. If Josh McDaniels started yelling at player, all the haters would criticize that too. So it's like,
No.
But the thing, hold on. But remember that player survey that everybody likes to bring up. What was it? Josh McDaniels is too hard on this. He works us too long. He's too hard on this. So I'm like, what do y'all want, man? What do y'all want?
Who the hell said that?
What do you,
The player
are
survey.
you see? That's the thing.
You remember?
Yeah, it was a survey. That's what I'm saying. He's too hard on us.
Okay,
He's too hard.
As a former coach and a former player, if you, I'm gonna be honest with you. This is not just NFL in general, but if you're saying a coach is being too hard on you in a football practice or in a football game, you take the pads off and go home and go play softball or something.
That's literally you
get paid too much to be physical.
Said.
Stop being pom-poms and stop being a cheerleader. Get out there and hit some goddamn body.
That's what I'm saying. So he's trying to change his image because hey, I'm being too hard on these guys.
Like I wouldn't give a shit. If you don't want to play me,
you can be tough on people. If it's okay to be tough when you're winning games. My thing is this:
when you're losing,
you're losing a lot of games, Josh McDaniels. It's not like I'm okay with your play calling and your questionable stuff if you're winning games, but all those close games we lost last year, 17-0. Carrying up, like it's got to be some kind of accountability with this coach. Like I'm not saying it's all his fault.
It starts with him. Yeah, it starts with him.
It starts with him. It starts with him, but I'm sorry.
I'm just like
to start and get the hell.
It starts with him, but my thing is people want to act like it ends with him. That's my issue.
Right.
No, it doesn't.
Coaches coach, players execute, and I get that.
It starts with him, but it ends with the full team as a team in itself. That goes to his staff. That goes to the roster that they put together. It's everything in between when it comes to ending. It starts with McDaniels, but it ends how the team performs at the end of the day. It depends on how the coaches coach at the end of the day. So that's all combined into one when it comes to the end of the year.
No, I get it.
It's tough right now because people I want Josh McDaniels to be creative, but I feel like when it gets in that within the 5 yards of scoring a football, you have to simplify it in a certain way, or you can make it creative to a point where you can spread people out and still run the football instead of being all cringed in. You can look like you're throwing the football, but you can just run it. You feel what I'm saying? So we see Daniel Jones slow ass get quarterback draws on that terrible offensive line.
Slow.
He's slow enough.
Daniel Jones got wheels.
He's slow enough.
Beat us.
Daniel Jones?
When you trip over your own feet going in before you go into the end zone, that's the problem.
I'm pretty sure he's gonna beat us in a race.
No, Daniel Jones got some wiggle, man.
Yeah, but they trying to get his. Well, I'm not even gonna worry about Daniel Jones' contract. I think it's overrated in my opinion. But at the end of the day, man, it's a good debate. You know what I'm saying? It's a good debate, and I want McDaniels to be better. I don't want him to.
We all do.
That's the difference.
Yeah.
That's the difference between us. That's the difference between us and social media. They want him to fail.
And
we
that's
want
my
him to
problem.
be better.
And that's my problem.
Better to lead our team. We don't want him to fail just because he's a Patriot and fuck him.
Even with Rich Bisaccia, they wanted him to fail. Even with John Gruden, they wanted him to fail.
Who wanted him to fail?
Del Rio to fail. Like, come on.
No, they didn't. Nah.
They did. You know how
not like this. Not like
I don't think
not to this. Was when Jack Del Rio left.
Not to this extent.
Right.
Not to
right.
This extent,
exactly.
bro.
Thank you, Solo.
But you know what is coming from. It's all because of this DC situation. Listen, man.
Yeah.
Listen, I know it's this DC situation that's got everybody wanting to send this man to hell. Listen, I'm just saying you have to be accountable as a coach. I want him to win. I want him.
Right.
I say, damn, that was a good play. Damn, that was a good call. But
But
it's
you're a
like,
real
Couple
fan
times
though.
yesterday.
But you're an objective fan. There's not many
Right.
like you. That's the problem.
Wow.
There's not many like you.
like I tell my story all the time. Listen, I was the biggest DC fan, but at the end of the day, I wasn't complaining about the move.
Same.
I thought it was a great move because it was time for that. And I thought, you know, we wasn't progressing. We wasn't winning any playoff games with DC. What's the point of keeping them? You know, I didn't have no problems with that. I'm a Raider fan first, like I said. But
exactly.
So
Players
as much as
come and
I
go.
love Darren McFadden, he got going. Listen, I still support this team. But McDaniels, on the other hand, I have never seen a coach go through so much ridicule for this team as much as he do. And all I'm saying is this. Does he deserve some of it? Yes, he deserves some
Absolutely.
of it. But
Absolutely.
like, just to give him all the blame, I don't think it's just him. It's the organization, it's players, it's a bunch of things, man. But people can pump the brakes on him a little bit, but I'm just saying some of his play calling is a little questionable.
Oh, it's wild, yeah.
I don't think Andy Reid would do the stuff he does. I don't think Sean McVay would do the things he does. I don't think, Sirianni, none of these guys would do the things he does. So I just want him to be accountable for what he do.
But all coaches make some questionable calls. I mean, if y'all remember that first game with Kansas City, you remember that the Kansas City game against the Lions? They was doing some real questionable stuff where I was even thinking like, damn, they miss Bieniemy.
Bieniemy. That's what we were saying.
Yeah, they was looking. Yeah, they was looking real shaky.
But let's be honest now. They dropped a lot of passes that game. It wasn't even.
No, I know.
But
I'm just saying there was some play calls like, oh, you doing that?
It happens. Either, remember?
It always happens when the play don't work. That's my biggest thing.
That's when people get more on it.
See, the problem with me is when the play don't work in a certain scenario or in a certain situation. It's not just when the play doesn't work. It's a scenario for me, or is a situational play to where, okay, why did you do this in that situation? Not just why you didn't do the play. Why did you do that play in that scenario? You could have did that in a different scenario or in a different situation. But I'm all about when it comes to situational football, and you know that we can find a way to get points. It has to be better play calling in situational. Not
it's situational football.
It's just situational football that I have an issue with.
And the only reason why I'm talking about it this much is because the offense is not getting better. We're not getting better. That's the only reason why I'm talking about it this much, because we're not getting better at all. Statistically, you can see it with your eyes. It's not getting better, man.
No.
And we did spend a lot of money, on his offense this past, off season. So at the end of the day, hopefully I want to see it. I want to see it get better within these next 5 games.
I think
it's our chance. It's our chance.
This is our chance to do it.
It's definitely our chance to do it. And I really had that once I see this Patriots game and how Josh McDaniels approach this game, because it's against his former team again, how he approached this game and how he executes and how he calls this game, then I can see how the last 4 games will go. That's just me. I really hope that he learns from his mistakes from the Steelers game. And, even though we won yesterday, and I'm happy that we won, shit, I'm not stressing. I didn't have to take a drink yesterday. I'm fine.
I took a drink because we won.
Right.
I didn't have to cross my arms going into a coffin like, listen, goddamn Raiders, man.
No, I don't do that. I would do that anyway. Fuck that. Even when we lose, fuck your team. I don't give a fuck.
Right.
Yeah. I don't. Yeah. And honestly, I think at the end of the day, and I got to do a better job of realizing I'm a different fan than a lot of people. So therefore, I think that's why it not frustrates me, but it like annoys me when I deal with certain fans, because because in my mind, I'm all about like, I love this team so much. I want them to win. So therefore, when we win, I celebrate. Right. When they win, I don't say we're going to the Super Bowl, but I'm just saying is like I wait all season. I mean, I wait all year for this time of year. Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't take many vacations during the summer. I don't take many vacations in the winter or whatever. But like I save a lot of my daggone PTO and all that so I could travel during. You know what I'm saying? Like, so therefore, like
Right.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like
Mhm.
I'm from Ohio, you know what I'm saying? So I
Mhm.
can't just go a couple miles away to go watch my team play. So it got to be a full event
Right.
for me to go
Yeah.
to. So that's why I look at things differently. So that's why when I hear all these weak fans out here, you know what I'm saying, want to tank and all that stuff, like no. Like why would I want them to tank? You know, I didn't want them to tank when Hugh Jackson was a coach and he had to bring in Kyle Bowler, you know, or you know what I'm
Oh
saying, a
my
little stuff like
God.
that's what I'm saying. I was still in
Yeah.
the stands rooting my team on. You know what I'm saying? So
McCown,
that's why
yeah.
when I hear that stuff is so weak to me, man.
Mhm.
It's weak. So that's like I don't respect it, man. That's so maybe I just look at it different.
Or the fact that they say that we're okay with beating mediocre. No, we're not okay with beating mediocre. Of
No.
course, we want them to win too, but we also fucking are going to celebrate when they win, even if it didn't fucking look good. That's still our team. You
And they're
gotta
the
get
same,
excited when they
and they're the same people that were okay with the mediocre quarterback play. Never mind. Go ahead, Darren.
That was his social media.
I'm gonna just mind my business on that one because I mean it's a lot of things. It was a lot of things mediocre outside of the quarterback being mediocre. So
No, there was. Yeah, and that's why a lot of
the
those
team,
changes had
the
to be
team in
made.
itself was mediocre. So I mean,
Right.
it
But
wasn't just
that's what I'm saying. But the thing is, things must have been so much better then. It's like they want to go back to them days of
Right.
2021, like it was so much better. Like we literally was on a what was it like we lost 5 of 7 games, and then finally we came to the Browns game where we were able to start winning because of COVID. Only reason we made it to the
COVID.
playoffs because of COVID. You know what I'm saying? That's the
COVID
only
Hey,
reason.
Don't talk
But a
bad
win is
about
a
them.
win, right? So I'm trolling. It's a win is a
It
win,
may
right?
not be. It must not be because this win that we had yesterday don't count.
The only legit win in that stretch was that one against the Colts when Carson Wentz and those guys was on fire.
Shit, yeah.
No,
That
but
was
no,
like-
but even
When
that
Renfro made
game,
that catch. Mhm.
yeah, but no, but even the Carson Wentz game, he wasn't able to practice all week because of COVID.
Yeah. But they still had Jonathan Taylor. He was the
Anyway, even if he didn't have COVID, he would have
But-
anyway. It's Carson Wentz.
No, but the Colts was playing good that year.
they was playing
They were.
good.
Yeah, they was playing good. And
They
then,
were supposed to be
no,
in the
they were
playoffs,
supposed to go to the
not us.
playoffs,
Yeah.
and then they lost that next game to the
Yep.
Jaguars, and that
We
gave
put
us
them on
a
a losing
chance.
streak. We
That's
put them
what
on
I'm
a losing
saying.
streak.
Like people don't
Yeah.
remember that stuff, man.
Oh, I do.
You know what I'm saying?
That's my
They don't
team.
remember that stuff when they say this craziness.
That's why I say I don't get this. We were a playoff team, and he took us from. Listen, that team was not as great as y'all think it was.
Yep.
We made it to the playoffs. That's good. And we played pretty good against the Bengals. But my
Right.
thing is this: you got to understand what a real playoff team looks like. What a real playoff team does. It's
2021
consistency.
wasn't it? Yeah.
I'll
Well,
say this much
to
about
me-
the team, and I love that team. That
me,
team
a
made the
real-
playoffs and they made it, but it wasn't sustainable. That
Right.
team wasn't one that you could continue to build and
Right.
become a constant. And that's the part where I understood. Did they go on a
Right.
good run?
I
Hell
was-
yeah. Was I
yeah.
happy we did? Yes, but it was
Where I
not
was going with that,
sustainable.
Eric. The players that year play with heart, and it looked like they was playing for each other and their coach.
They had no
Everything
choice.
they went through, they lost Ruggs,
But
they lost
Buffalo-
Gruden.
I just want to see
Yeah.
that now. I want to see that now. Play for Josh McDaniels. Play for him.
Different players. These are different players.
Shit. I don't care. You are a team at the end of the day. You are a team. You play for your coach.
Why does Coach Prime not want to come to the NFL?
I know that's one reason, because when it comes to coaching, he knows how to recruit kids. He knows how to get kids to come to a college and get them out of situations. Now in the NFL, it's a little bit different. You got to go through your general manager. What players do they want on the football team? How the organization want them? When it comes to salary cap, when it comes to money, it's different in college football when you're going to recruitment than you are in the NFL. So he has the coaches have more
What did he say about
control.
coaching NFL players, though? What did he say about coaching NFL players? Why he won't do it? Besides the recruiting part.
I just think he don't do it because of the fact that everybody thinks.
Because when they're millionaires, you have to find a way to motivate them. They don't motivate themselves.
Well, I'm sorry, but my
Because
listen.
they're players.
That's why a lot of college
That's
coaches
the reality.
That's
That's
why
the
Urban
fucking
Meyer
reality.
couldn't work.
There is-
Urban Urban Meyer tried that junk at Jaguars, yelling at these
Yeah.
dudes, and he kicked the kicker, and he did all this others. Like you can't do that with everybody. That's
People
all I'm
know
saying.
a lot of
Now
NFL
someone like Pete Carroll. Now he's a player's coach where guys
Yeah.
like him. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to have that balance, man. But
Yeah.
you can't just try to threaten. I mean, just someone like Singletary. Like you can't just
Remember what happened
rule
with
with.
him? Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like you
Yeah.
can't. Like people just think you can
what you
just
say is how you
rob people to
say it.
death.
It's not
With
what you
him
say.
and Vernon
How you
Davis.
say it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's what it comes down to. It's not what you say, how you say it. But at the end of the day, if you, I just feel like NFL players are just emotionally soft at this moment. They're just emotionally
It's
soft.
different. It's
This
like
is
when you have that
okay,
money.
but you're at the end of the day, this is your job. This is your job.
It's
We-
a new
we get that.
generation.
You
It's
This
a
is
new
your job.
generation.
It's a new generation, but we get to a point where NFL players are losing their contracts because it's a new generation. Ever since Juju Smith-Schuster had that one good year in Pittsburgh, and he got all over TikTok, and now his career is in shambles, and he only making what $9 million a year when he was making 21 in Pittsburgh. Come on now, that's a big ass decrease.
Do you remember watching Chris's interview with Bruce Almighty?
Yes.
Remember what he said about Jamarcus Russell, what they had to do just to get him to run? That's ridiculous.
Hugh Jackson had to run with him.
That's unbelievable.
In order to get
Had to
him
run with him.
But this is the problem with the Las Vegas Raiders again. The Raiders were Raidering and overpaid for a quarterback that was overly hyped coming out of college.
Man, shout out the Raider Twan. That's what I'm talking about right there.
Was
like-
writing love letters though.
Yeah. And that's the stuff that people like I said, like these
Oh,
people love Rich Bisaccia because
Yeah.
the guys like, yeah, okay,
I
he was
get it.
very poetic, man. And like,
Mhm.
okay, it was a beautiful story. But he's been
Mhm.
coaching for over 30 years, has never even been an offense or defensive coordinator. He's only been a running back coach or a special teams coach in like a 30 plus
All you need
something
is one
years.
opportunity. Like Eminem said, you only need one shot. Do not get your chance to blow.
Okay, he had his shot, but then no one else is even consider him. Not even as a court, not as a real.
I mean, hey,
He had a one, and he ended up getting
So did Condoleezza Rice for the Browns. He did. Look it up.
don't-
You need to
Look it up.
stop, dog. You need to stop. I know
man.
you.
If I'm lying, I'm dying. She interviewed for
yeah.
the Browns job like 5 years ago. If I'm lying, I'm dying.
Man,
Oh,
just imagine the players Bisaccia would have drafted. Oh my God. I'm sitting here, I'm like, y'all think he's just such a great coach. Do you know what kind of draft picks he would have got? He wouldn't know
Mayock was
what
the
hell to
GM,
do.
right?
Okay.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I'm gonna say this:
Yeah.
when we hired Josh McDaniels, right?
Mm-hmm.
I can name 5 successful coaches that was more successful as a head coach than Josh McDaniels ever was as a head coach that we didn't go after.
Okay, he wants us to say name them, so I'll play the game. Name them.
What's his name that went to the
No,
Giants?
Raheem Morris was better than Josh McDaniels as a head coach. Let's keep it real. He has a better winning record as a head coach than Josh McDaniels does. Then
What team was he at? He was at
he was
where was he at?
Morris was on the
I forgot where he was.
Buccaneers, and now he's with the Rams.
Buccaneers. He's with the Rams now.
He's with the Rams now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but he's not head coaching though.
But he has a better he's a better head coach than Josh McDaniels was. He went to the playoffs with
Fair
the
enough.
Buccaneers.
Fair enough.
So it was who was on that list? I know Raheem Morris was one of the top guys that was on that list. It was a lot of defensive coaches that was on that list. It wasn't Todd Bowles. Todd Bowles is garbage. I definitely didn't want Todd Bowles.
Wasn't it the Giants coach? Wasn't he out there?
Brian Dable.
Brian Dable.
Yeah.
Brian Dable. For me, that was the guy that I wanted on the Las Vegas Raiders because he's hard nosed. He does not give two shits about anything. Even though the Giants is not playing well right now, but he takes accountability.
Talk
And
about overpaying for a
that
player.
he had with Josh Allen, and then what he did with Daniel Jones last year. I could have taken Brian Dable over Josh, which he has a winning record over Josh McDaniels and Josh McDaniels' head coaching career, a better winning record. So Brian Dable,
Fair.
Airbnb. Airbnb, I know Airbnb was not going to come here due to a lot of situations of like domestic violence or whatever that story was. But
Yeah, he'll
Yeah,
never get
yeah, that was the thing with him.
is successfully better than Josh McDaniels offensively. Successfully, he is. He's with the times.
I wanted
He went.
Harbaugh so bad. I
wanted Harbaugh so bad. Harbaugh. I wanted Harbaugh so bad.
Even with
Oh wow!
Stop shaking your head, Chris.
No, I mean the thing is, I mean, anyone that really knows me, there was a time, probably about 2019-ish. No, actually, probably about 2021, where I was ready for Harbaugh to go from Michigan.
Oh,
Yeah, because he had like I mean he had such a contract where he can just do whatever he wanted, but at a certain point, I mean, you talking about creativity. Harbaugh don't got that.
He sure don't.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. Like he don't got that, and Harbaugh's not going to be a guy that's like. I mean, he's going to be more old school than McDaniels.
And I think he would bring the toughness.
He might be more old school than Gruden too, though. Like,
but
yeah,
as a head coach with the 49ers, he took them far, and that's my thing.
He did.
He took that team far, and I felt like he was going to change the culture here, man. I
agree. They had good leaders as players on that team too. Because then he had like Patrick Willis in them, and Vernon Davis. I mean, there was some dogs. Frank Gore. He had some.
But where does that go back
to?
They
played for him though.
Crabtree was on that.
Crabtree they had Anquan too, didn't they?
They had Anquan Bolden too.
Yeah, it goes back to your GM as well. Your GM put your coaches in right positions to go out and get players so where he could be successful at.
Yeah, no, I agree. I agree.
Too. So when it comes down to personnel, but I think the communication was so good between the GM and the coach. Oh, what do you want? what type of players do you want on this football team, John Harbaugh?
No, it was terrible.
That's why I feel like the gap between Ziegler and Daniels. I don't think they had that relationship like Josh McDaniels. What type of players do you want? I don't know their relationship for real.
They're like best friends.
They're like best friends.
Yeah, they're like
watch the off-season stuff with them. They're like fucking
they're like best friends, and Harbaugh didn't get along with his front office.
So let's say this, right? If McDaniels wants a player and Ziegler really wants another player, who makes that final decision to say we're going with this player?
It should be Ziegler. It should be.
Should be, and I bet it is. I bet it's Ziegler.
I hope it is. Yeah.
Ziegler seems like he has a strong enough personality. Honestly,
the only reason why I deny that he makes all the choices was with the quarterback. I think in that one, McDaniels got the quarterback he wanted.
But no, see, if you listen to, in the off season, I'd be bored, so I listen to everything. But I'm talking. Oh wait, no, I'm talking about Ziegler with O'Connell. They knew it was last year. Ziegler brought he had like a cut up of O'Connell, so it was O'Connell's junior year. He brought it to McDaniels like, hey. Look at this kid. He said, look at this kid. You're going to love him. And let me know what you think in the morning. And this was last year that they did that.
You know what game they looked at, though? Look at the Music City Bowl where Aiden O'Connell threw for almost 600 yards against Tennessee in the Music City Bowl and beat us.
Yeah, Tennessee. He did that. He did that against Tennessee. Michigan whooped his ass in the Big Ten championship. Just saying.
Listen,
here we go.
I'm fine with that. But I think a lot of NFL coaches looked at that game because
he did his thing.
Tennessee wasn't a bad defense that year.
It wasn't 600 yards, bro.
Yo,
that's nasty.
It went into 4 overtimes. It went to 4 overtimes.
Who picked who?
Who picked Tyree? Graham, Ziegler, or McDaniels?
Good question.
Wait, what's the question?
Who picked Tyree Wilson?
Tyree Wilson, Patrick Graham, Ziegler, or McDaniels? Who made that decision?
Me personally, I feel like
Patrick
Ziegler. I think Graham did it.
Yeah,
I think Patrick Graham made that decision.
I think Graham did because Graham is trying to look for another Thibodeau. That's what he's trying to look for.
I think he wanted him. Of course, he wanted him, but I don't know because I can't see Patrick Graham not wanting Carter, and I
I
think
can see
that
him not wanting Carter. Yeah.
not wanting Carter.
Yes,
Yeah.
because Patrick Graham, when he was the Giants, he passed up on a lot of good defensive players. His
Think
best,
about the Giants
his
didn't
best
have
pick
that,
ever was
yeah.
Thibodeau. His best pick ever was Thibodeau, and that was it. And him and Bradbury,
Thibodeau was nasty.
No, Bradbury was a Panther. My bad, but
Was
Thibodeau
Williams already there? Was Williams there too?
I
I think Williams was there.
Williams was there too. I think Williams and Thibodeau was his best two players. He passed up on a lot of good defensive players in his tenure with the New York Giants.
Yeah.
He did.
Yeah, I don't know about that. That one was iffy because there were so many ways we could have went, and then we weren't the only ones who passed on Carter. And
Yeah, but no,
it wasn't just us. You know, it was a lot.
no,
of
but the only reason I say that is because if I'm a defensive coach, I don't care about the perception and all that stuff off field.
Oh, I get what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying? Because if I'm a defensive coach, I want the dog.
I want the dog.
Yeah,
I want the dog to go with my
now,
dog I have already.
Exactly. Now, if I'm a GM, I might have to think about different things. Be like, okay,
Right.
let me look at the the PC of all this and
right.
But
if
if I'm only the defensive coach. Hey man, give me that thug that's fresh out of jail. That's what I want. You know what I'm saying? I don't care about the rest of this, man.
Right.
Yeah. I remember seeing that too when Brian talked
I want Goldberg. I want Goldberg.
I want the kid.
Yeah, give me the thug, man.
Mad and oh man.
Yeah, but it's been a very interesting talk. It's going to be a very interesting year. I cannot wait to see what this Raiders offense do. Hopefully, how much can they improve? It's a short week for us, playing Monday night and going in and going. But we home against New England, correct?
Yeah, we're home.
Yeah, I think we are.
Yeah,
we are. I think we got back-to-back home games.
It was back-to-back home games before they go to Chicago, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, before they go to Chicago, because I think we go to Detroit as well, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. So Chicago, Detroit, then come back home for the Giants and the Jets. Yeah.
Oh, Chris goes to that game. Chris, you want to see that blue?
Nah. I ain't, no, but I'm going to the Jets game. I was hoping I was going to see A-Rod, but I was excited for that game. I'm like, man, get to see Rodgers. But it is what it is.
But I'm gonna just go around the panel real quick. Let everybody know where I can find you at, Leo, aka Tito Linus. Where can they find you at, brother?
You can find me on YouTube and Instagram, bro, at Cheeto Linus. You know where to find me. Get your jerseys. Check out our shows. I believe ours is gonna come out on Wednesday again this week. Yeah, I'll let y'all know. But yeah, for sure.
Chris, where they can find you at? Everything Protect the Shield podcast.
Everything is Protect the Shield podcast. I'm usually arguing with somebody now, but now I'm starting to get better at blocking people because I'm trying to keep good energy, man. So I'm not letting these fans
debates. That's what it is. It's healthy. It's healthy debates over here.
Oh yeah, no, I love the healthy debates. Like honestly, some of my best people I talk to, man, disagree with me. And I love it, as long as it stays respectful. But that's all it is. Yeah. Because the thing with me, like I'm not media trained all the way yet. So I'm one of them content creators that'll snap back at you. So I
used to be
I'm
like
not there. Yeah, I'm not there yet. I'm still working on myself.
Be like that. Trust me, you don't want to go into a dark place like that. I'm telling you.
When it gets to that point, I put the phone down.
Hey, hold on. Hey, before we keep going though, Myra G got a good point. She been asking for us to go on to New England for a while. We ain't talked about New England at all.
Because at the end of the day, I mean,
it could be our later shows. I mean, we all going on again.
I think we already know New England is what they are. It's up to our fucking.
They're the worst offense in the NFL.
To us to do our job at the end of the day. It's not really too much to preview. Like they're really bad right now. They're bad. And we just got to come out. We just got to come out there and execute. And for real, I think we should have to dominate. I think we should dominate them.
But if we win 17-13, I will not be mad.
I would not be mad.
But a whole bunch of people will, Leo. A whole bunch of people will be mad. And then they'll be like, how come we're not tanking?
To the Patriots' credit, they are playing the hardest schedule in the NFL. So they playing tough teams every week. So
Yeah.
And their defense is like falling apart as far as injury wise. So
Oh, Judon's hurt, right?
Judon's
yeah,
done.
two guys on
Dawson's done.
IR.
Yeah,
Oh, is he?
that was bad. Yeah.
I mean, they did go back and get J.C. Jackson. The Chargers did trade him back to New England, but I don't know.
He's food though.
He's over. He's boo boo.
Yeah, J.C. Jackson's back over
So-
there. We get to see him again. Mhm.
So, quick question here. They said, do you think they will make any trades or pick up another player or two?
I don't think so.
I don't think we're in a position to make any trades at this point.
Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, the fact that they pulled Illuminor, they might be looking for some O-line help because I think McDaniels has to know that the only way this thing's going to work is if we can protect Jimmy. That's the only way. And you can see in McDaniels' face, he don't have that confidence in what's going on. Yeah, like you could tell he don't got that confidence. So I wouldn't be surprised if he might. This gonna be wild. This gonna be wild though. But
so if he does pull the trigger and make a trade for an O lineman, say right, and it's Renfro that goes, are you gonna be mad?
I'm
not mad. But get this though.
Unfortunately, I don't want that to happen. But if it happens, then that's just what it is.
This gonna get some people mad though. But don't be surprised if we make a trade for Trent Brown. Swear to God. I swear to God.
Again.
Carmen likes him. Carmen likes him. Carmen likes him. Carmen likes him.
Yeah, he does.
Carmen likes him, and he did well. I don't like Trent Brown, but I'm just saying Carmen Brasillo likes him, and he's a right tackle, and he will bring some dog in. And the reason that we don't like him is because he wasn't available. But as far as play goes, he was a beast, man.
I don't want to because I don't want to bring back the baby Trent Brown t-shirts. I do not look like this man.
You kind of do, bro. You kind of do. You kind of look like him for real.
I didn't want to say it.
I can see you eating snacks. Remember he was eating snacks for the on the Hard Knocks.
Yeah,
I don't look like
you
that.
You do look like you. You do look like you a little bit.
So now Brandon Parker's my uncle. And
he is your uncle. Brandon Parker is your uncle.
Brandon Parker's my uncle. So now what's Trent Brown to me? Like, what is he?
Twin?
He just.
If people know me from back in the day when I was Spotlight Raiders talk, y'all knew I had the baby Trent Brown t-shirts, and the baby Trent Brown t-shirt really had a baby Trent Brown with a diaper in a bottle, and it said baby Trent Brown on it. I'm telling you, I'm gonna go look on Fiverr and get that graphic. I'm gonna send it to the group chat.
I might need one of them. But I'm telling you, you ain't heard no Raider content creators say that. You heard it here first.
Facts.
I'm tripping out. You all know how Belichick is struggling, right? And they're talking about this might be his last end in New England. You imagine if McDaniels gets fired and Tom Brady's thing goes through and Belichick comes here to coach? The nation will really fucking lose it.
Oh, they would lose it. They would lose it.
The nation will fucking lose it, bro.
You have people jumping ship like a mother.
Oh, man. My thing is just if you're gonna jump ship, just really jump.
Get the hell out.
Really jump at this point. Now let me stop because I'll probably get dinged for that.
I'm saying if Belichick continues, he might not be there next year. And
I'm sorry. A lot of people are not gonna like me for saying this. I don't like Belichick. I don't think he's that good of a coach.
Woo! Woo!
Get shit.
I'm sorry.
You think it was Tom?
Sorry.
Combination.
It was Tom. I'm right with him. I'm right with him.
Y'all talking.
I'm right.
I mean, look what's going. Look at the mess that's going
career
on.
Before he got Tom Brady, though.
Y'all talking.
Look at the mess that's going on.
But a lot of that mess also has to do with McDaniels leaving. As much as y'all want, no, I'm saying, dog. Mac,
can we end the show now?
Mac Jones. Mac Jones was one. He played very solid as a rookie, man. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh my God, he did. I guess.
But no, but my thing is, but Belichick is an elite defensive mind, though. I mean, I think so. You don't think so?
Defensive mind he is.
Okay,
Look
so
at what he did.
Oh,
To stop Peyton Manning.
What's going on with the
Wait,
defense now?
this is when I lost Bill Belichick, right? This
We
is when
might
I-
need to talk further. I like that in you though, Solo. I
Yeah.
like that. I might want to hear more now.
This is the one thing that lost me with Bill Belichick. When you decide to make a defensive coordinator as your offensive coordinator,
That was wild. That was wild.
That's
I lost
crazy,
all
Dog,
respect for Bill Belichick after that. I did.
But-
bro. He never announced the offensive coordinator until like what, the first week.
Yeah.
I can't remember what he did. Like.
You know how
Bruh,
cocky you gotta be.
How do you make a
You
defense?
gotta be cocky as hell.
They be like, "Hey man, hey, just come on this side and call plays, bro."
Richard Graham as the offensive coordinator.
That's wild.
Mhm.
Oh man.
Yeah, we need to have
Hey,
a Belichick talk further, bro.
Dang, Darius, somebody snitching on you.
No,
Damn.
that's real shit. I used to podcast from the job. Any breaking news that I had, I used to sit at the front desk. I'll go live stream on my phone. I'll see it on the computer so I can see the comments. He damn right. He remembered.
Legendary.
Legend. Hey, I
Legendary.
ain't mad at that. I ain't mad at that.
Listen, listen, that was COVID years when nobody was in the building either. So I had all the time in the world. I was getting easy
Oh
money.
yeah, that's
A little Trent Brown over there. And the news from little Trent Brown Jr. Antonio Brown burnt his feet.
Yo,
Oh my God, the frost.
go tell Brandon Parker to make you a sandwich or something, bro.
I bet he can cook. I bet he can cook.
But Solo, let them know where they can find you at, man, on all your social medias and stuff of that nature.
You can find me on YouTube at Solo Empire 4L, and on Instagram you can find me at 803 Solo. Man, just hit me up and I'll chat with you. We can talk.
Follow
Okay,
and subscribe
what's
to
your
Solo,
accent? I
y'all.
feel like that you in the South, right?
Yeah, I'm from South Carolina.
Okay.
South Kakalaki. South Kakalaki.
Yeah, I heard it right there.
South
Yeah,
Carolina.
I'm country, man.
Hey,
Real country.
hey, listen. Ain't nothing like some home country food, okay?
Yeah, sir.
Oh, no, we around the country here. We got the West Side Raider, we got the Down South Raider, Midwest Raider, and the East Side Raider, baby.
Man, this the connection, man.
Oh, baby.
Yeah,
connection.
the Raider connection. That might need to be the name.
That might be
You know what?
something.
Listen, you know I'll change names like a heartbeat on the YouTube.
Raider connection.
Oh, the
We
Raider
are.
connection. That would be dope, man. But thank y'all so much for tuning into a decent open debate.
Oh, this was good. This was healthy.
This was healthy.
Really
You know,
good.
Josh McDaniels, you know, hopefully he could bring Chris that potato salad with the raisins in it.
Chris McDaniels.
Or he could bring
Oh,
the mac and cheese with the orange yellow the orange
man.
cheese. Not
Oh,
the Cracker Barrel, but the you feel me? Just put it on top of the macaroni and just melt the bad boy. That's how you do it.
Regulators.
Mount up. But shout out to everybody.
Myra, get on it, Myra. Myra, get on
Myra
it.
is two is still up. for
Myra,
grabs.
hop on it.
Myra is two is still up for grabs in the fantasy league. And Cheeto Linus. How about that win?
Now all of a sudden people want to talk about the week.
I'm undefeated. It don't matter. I'm undefeated.
Now all of a sudden motherfuckers want to talk about
I'm
my first loss
undefeated.
because Herbert was fucking
I'm undefeated in our league. So hopefully Solo next year you can be in our league too. So that'll definitely be fun to be in
I'll
our
be in there. I'm all in, man.
Let's get it, man. But thank y'all so much, man. We out of here. I got a lot of things that I'm going to try to put on this channel as much as possible. All 22 is up on the NFL Plus. If y'all definitely want to look at the coaches film and get more of a breakdown of the Packers game going into this. We didn't have our chance with two of
Myra
Yeah.
be talking crazy.
No, she did. She put it out there and then nobody bit. I think only I did, and she said it was too late by then.
I'll figure it out.
I ain't gonna lie. I ain't looked at my team in a minute. I don't even know what my record is.
Yeah, we can tell, bro. You can tell you didn't put no money in on this one. Because Chris can give a damn about this one.
Hey, I've been winning money though.
Man, screw that. I'm not betting no more. I'm good. I'm not good, but great show, great debate. Anytime you want to come up here solo, just let me know, man. You want to come up here every Tuesday? We definitely have this every Tuesday. And I just got notification that the Undertaker is on NXT, so I gotta look at that video. The Undertaker did show up at NXT. I'm a big
Is
wrestler.
that why they kept playing that damn dong over it on the last pay-per-view?
Okay.
Figured. Yeah.
So comment, like, and subscribe to everybody, man. Make sure y'all comment, like, and subscribe to all these channels, man. Great Raider content creators, football content creators. We just support who we support, and at the end of the day, we're gonna have a good time. Thank y'all so much. See y'all.
Shield Squad.
Yeah, exactly. Tomorrow you got your show tomorrow, right, Chris?
Yeah. Me and Spicy, we got our show Woods and Whiskey Wednesday, baby.
Please pull up and show some love.
Exactly. And so you gotta start going live too, so we could come over there too, brother.
I'm trying to get my subscribers up. Once I get enough subscribers, I'll go live with y'all, man.
Hey, just get them, man. Hey, they'll come. They'll come, man.
Just keep
even if it's one person.
Just keep sending them to me, and I'll put it out there on my community post as well, bro. So I appreciate it. But we out of here, y'all.
Myra G, mount up.
Mount up. We out of here. Peace.